welcome in. How are y'all doing today? How's everyone's weekend? What are we up to? I did not die at Pilates yesterday, thankfully. Um, I died like a little bit, but not as bad as last time. I can actually use my legs in a normal way. They're like a bit sore if I like stretch, but other than that, I can use my legs, so that's a good sign. And welcome in, Estat. How are you? You went to a stag and doe. Yeah, your fifth one apparently in 6 months. Um, got sad you didn't have a significant other in your life. Bought six more K-pop shirts. That's all you need, Ratzi. Who needs a significant other when you have many K-pop shirts? You know. And restarted Baldur's Gate 3 again. Of course, of course. Um, you can just have a significant other in Baldur's Gate. You know, like you have. I don't know who you're going for. I know you're a Shadowheart guy, but I don't know if you're going for someone else this time. You didn't die. You carded. That did kill on a Monster Heart server. I was like trying to figure out what you meant while I was reading Ratsy's message, but I couldn't figure it out. Ricky's trying to like subtly influence me to play Monster Hunter. He's like, if I say things, just understand. Sure. Farming Monster Hunter upvotes. Any Monster Hunter players in chat? Aside from Ricky? Yujin, Winter, IU, Honey, and Ray shirts coming in 2 weeks. Right, right. All I know is Winter now after you after you like talking about her. When you sent that picture, I did not know who it was. I was like, who is that? I only recognize like Karina on site. I don't know what the rest really look like. I know them, but I don't know which one is which. Like I haven't figured that out. Japanese festival was amazing. You bought some merch? And there was gachapon, so you got some weeb gachapon and some cosplay photo shoots. Wait, so it was like what do you mean by Japanese festival? You mean like an anime related thing? Because we have Japanese festivals here, but they're not like conventions. It's not like anime related. It's like there's like maybe there's one recently with like the cherry blossoms, and then there's like usually like Japanese food and like cultural things, and not necessarily anime. We wouldn't have VAs there. They would only be at the anime convention. Winter's the one with the nose that looks too small. What do you mean it looks too small? Her nose looks fine. Um, One look given whiplash. Exactly. I feel like Istat knows more about K-pop than I do at this point, or like follows K-pop more, like the recent ones. Half this an anime related, like a fusion festival. Oh, no anime. What's the point? Yeah, how can it be Japan without anime? Like, what the hell? It just doesn't look proportionate to her other face features. Ratty, you're going back and forth. You're like, Winter's perfect. She's had nothing done, and then now you're like, her nose is too small. They shave too much off. You know, like, what are you gonna do? For me, I just feel like the thought of jaw shaving is scary. You know, like I feel like that surgery must be very like I know I Gumdrop got that surgery. Like she did it very openly. She like documented the whole process, and it seemed really really painful to recover from. Like she was like for like right afterward, like you can't eat. Like it just I mean obviously they like shave off part of your bone, so like it hurts like hell. There was a maid cafe there. Okay, this is an interesting festival, Maestro. Interesting. Um, you didn't go in. Sure, sure. Where do they even get people to staff that maid cafe? Like, are they like Texas people? Like, where are they getting these people? Do they like cut some jawbone off? They sometimes they like shave the sides, but they can also do stuff like they can like just implant something in your chin, sort of, or like have like filler here, and to just make it more pointy. But I think like if they have like really really like if their jaw is like this, then they probably shaved it off because like no one has a jaw like that. Because like where'd they come from? It's not. It doesn't seem real. Your cousins are in Texas and Japan, and Japanese times 3. What are you saying? What are you saying, Ratzi? Your cousins are in your cousins are Japanese times 3. Times 3? 3 of them are in Japan? I think one of the maids are from LA or from Texas. Don't remember. Oh, so when you went in, you asked them. You meant to say your Japanese cousins are in Texas. You're making no sense. Ratzi is on one today. Ratzi's making a lot of sense today. Ratzi's really showcasing. I think I know what he's doing. He's sandbagging his English skills so everyone else will feel better. And Baldur's Gate 3 at the same time. I thought you had 10 minutes before you had to leave. You're gonna play Baldur's Gate for 10 minutes? That's you're cutting it close. Like if I was about to leave the house, I don't think I'd be playing Baldur's Gate 10 minutes before. Like I'd be like getting ready to go. I started having brain farts after I read a Betsy's message. Now you know how I feel like all the time. Cause like here I am reading your guys' chat messages 3 times a week, and half the time there's like typos, and I'm like trying to decipher the typos. Or I'm trying to read someone else's message while I'm speaking, but it's like it makes no sense. Usually I can decipher typos, but sometimes it like completely changes the meaning of the sentence, and I'm like, I don't know what happened there. Ratzi is making the 10 minutes memorable. True. He's gonna beat the game. He's gonna speedrun the game. Sandbag the English skills and make BB feel more confident. Exactly. I always think about BB. And welcome in, Angel. Everybody did meet. Yap incessantly. Oh, Angel, you'll be happy to know I started watching Breaking Bad yesterday. I watched 4 episodes yesterday, or maybe 5 episodes. I'm not sure. Pretty good. Pretty good so far. I actually don't know much about the show. I just know the characters. I just know about Jesse Pinkman. I heard his name before, and then I saw him in the show, and I was like, guess that's Jesse Pinkman. And I obviously know Walter White. I've heard about that guy. But I don't know what's gonna happen, so no spoilers. I'll let you guys know how it's going. Right now, he told his family about his cancer. And then I was like, man, this man has so much pride that he would rather start a meth lab than accept help from his friend. but then he explained his thought process about why he doesn't want treatment, and I'm kind of on his side. Like I'm kind of on his side. I'm like, you know what? If I was gonna die anyway, would you really want to spend the last year or 2 of your life in like really uncomfortable, like invasive cancer treatment just to prolong your life for another like 6 months? I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of on his side, and I was happy like his sister-in-law and brother-in-law are on his side as well. You know. You're just about to finish it. 3 episodes left. Damn, you're so far ahead. It's very. You're very far ahead. I'm on still episode or season 1. The only thing I'm sad about is that there's no it's too old, so there's no Reddit episode discussions. I love a good Reddit episode discussion, but any discussion I read now will be like people who've already watched it, so it doesn't work out for me. Bryan Cranston will forever be Malcolm's dad to me. Like from Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know. I couldn't think of any other Malcolms. But he's a really good actor. The show just started, but I think I really like his acting. Malcolm in the Middle, okay, that's the one. What's cool that there's some sorry. I was like, tonkotsu? All I can think about is food words. Like Ultraman and a couple of Power Rangers. Oh, cool. My brother was a big fan of this growing up. And Welcome in Knife. Very not morbid first message, although I started it. Your mom told you outright that she wants plug pulled in that situation. I feel I would too. You know, like I'm like, do you really? What's the point of like no? Obviously, like feel free to have a different point of view, but like I don't see the point in living if your quality of life is not good. You know, like there's it's like yeah, you could live another extra 6 months, but like is that 6 months worth living? Like it's I don't think it is, you know? Like I feel like it wouldn't be very enjoyable and then your yeah, like you said, like your family would suffer. And if you're in America, you're going into medical debt, you know? Like I don't think it's worth, you know? 돈가스. Of course, of course. That's an interesting shirt. Thank you. Thank you, love. It looks like it's inside out, but it's not. Okay? That's what it's about. It's like, "Oh, your shirt is inside out." No, it's not. It just looks like it is. You know, that's the appeal. You forgot to say hi. No, that's a great greeting. How about the ab workouts yesterday? We didn't do too much ab. We did some ab workouts, but it's mostly right now we're working on a lot of like glutes, sort of like more like outer glutes to like my legs are weak in a way that like I can't really like turn out my legs, and so we're working on that, but it's rough. Your shirt is giving October. Yeah, kind of has fall vibes, but I'm wearing like this color shorts, so I just thought it would be matching, even though you can't see my shorts. You didn't think it was inside out until you said that. Now it's all you could see. That's the design. That's the purpose of the shirt. The people will, the old ladies will come up to you and be like, "Oh, your shirt's inside out," and you're like, "Oh no, that's just how it is." And they'll be like, "Oh, young people in their weird clothes." And welcome in P. How are you? Inside Out, what a movie. Have you guys seen the second one? I haven't seen the second one. I feel like it wouldn't be good. And welcome in Spy Hunter and Trek Songs. Treks. Miju is a shorts guy. I am when it's hot out. I don't know if it's really hot. It's not that hot today, but it's like, again, it's like 25 degrees in my house, so it's just warm. You've recently been buying shirts from Uniqlo, and you've been loving those shirts. Which shirts? I've been wearing a lot of Airisms. I mean, you live in Texas. You must love Airism. It's very nice. Your grandpa saw you in ripped jeans and privately gave me $100 to go buy new jeans. Nice, nice. That's the play. You got $100. No, yeah, my grandparents are always like that. Like when I wear ripped jeans in Japan, my grandma kept trying to like sew a patch on it. And I was like, "Grandma, stop." Welcome in, Daffy. Hello from Glasgow. Nice. Welcome in. Hello from Vancouver. Because he thought I was free money, for real. No, my grandpa just gives me free money all the time. That's just what he does, you know, like he's like my grandparents would individually give me money. Like they'll be like, my grandma would give me $100. She'd be like, "Don't tell your grandpa that I gave you this." And then my grandpa would give me $100 and then say, "Don't tell your grandma I gave you this." Even when I was older, I tried to pay for something that was like, we went out to kaiten sushi, like the conveyor belt sushi. It's really cheap, okay? It was like three of us were eating and it was like $20, okay? And I paid for it, and then I got in so much trouble for paying for it, and then my grandpa gave me $100. He was like, "You shouldn't have paid for it," and he gave me $100. I was like, "Grandpa, it was only like 20." And he was like, "He didn't give me 100." I think he only carries around $100 bills. I don't know. In Japan, it's very common actually to have like 10,000 yen, like it's basically $100. It's not like here where like it would be weird to walk around with $100. Um, it's hot today at your place too. Yeah, I don't have AC, so it's just hot. Um, no, my grandpa's not even rich. He just is really bad about giving money to his grandchildren. Like he's not rich. He should not be giving out $100. I'm like, "Grandpa, I don't need this. Like, I don't need this money." Even though he knows like I've been working for a while now, and I'm fine. The cost of living is much higher here than it is in my mom's hometown. Like it's it's fine. I even told him how much money I make, but he still gives me money. They're just regular shirts, clothes like comfort shirts. No, but airism is you gotta get on the airism. Airism is normal shirts, but the material is just like it feels cold. It's very nice. They don't suspect he just robbed a bank. No, and I mean recently Japan has started to be more like you can use credit cards everywhere, but like until up until COVID, you had to carry around like $500 in your wallet at all times. Like it was very like cash forward. Really annoying. It's cold and rainy here today. It's supposed to get a lot nicer later in the week. Yeah, it was rainy earlier this week, which was actually quite nice. Um, so I was happy because I could finally cool my apartment down, and now it's at a reasonable 25-degree temperature and not 28 degrees, which I'm happy about. To survive the Japanese heat. Are you in Japan right now, or are you going? Are you traveling there in the summer? I mean, if you're in Japan right now, it's very late. Over here, it's like 84 degrees F and feels like 90, 30 degrees. But you have AC, man. You could just be inside in your AC, but I don't have any. Um, Arizona, that's what you have. Yes. Okay, okay. Yeah, that it's a you gotta get in on the Uniqlo terminology. Okay. I'm very I'm a big Uniqlo fan. You think Germany is also still big on the cash for whatever reason? Yeah, like some countries just can't let go of the cash, man. It's really annoying. I hate like paying with cash. I hate paying with cash, and then like you have to get the change back. It's like, and then you're like trying to pick up all your stuff that you bought, but you still getting the change, and then they give you the receipt and they put the change on top of the receipt, so it like slides around, and you're like, please, like this is so annoying. And then your wallet gets really heavy. So then I would dump out all my coins and give it to my grandpa, and then he would give me like $10 back. Like I would give him like $5 in coins, and I would ask for a $10 bill when I was younger. Actually, I'd probably still do that now if they still did cash. Um, I would have guessed that Japan would be all in on the contactless payment train back then. Japan's surprisingly old school. Like I think a lot of people have an impression that Japan is like very tech forward because they are. They are in some cases. Like they have like really fancy vending machines and like all this stuff, right? But like yeah, they were using cash till COVID. Till like I went there in 2022, I think, and they were using cash up until then. Um, but yeah, nowadays they use stuff like line pay, which I cannot have, which I'm sad about because yeah, you need to be Japanese to have line pay, or like a resident to use it. And my line account is like associated with my Canadian phone number. I don't have a Japanese phone number, so you know. What type of job do you do? I'm a software engineer. It's public. It's like in my bio, I think, because people. I'm pretty sure it's. I don't check my bio, but I think it's in there because people bring it up a lot. Or like people come in and be like, I'm a software engineer too. So there's a lot of us. Japan still uses fax machines. I'm surprised they have smartphones. Honestly, people were still using the flip phones. It's called like gara gara kit or something like that. But like they use like those like flip phones to like I want to say like 10 years ago. Like they were definitely still using them until fairly recently, and I think people still use them now. But I think smartphones are way common now. But like past the point where I'd ever seen a flip phone, I was still seeing them in Japan. You're in Japan right now since September, since you're studying here. Originally from Germany, though, so the humidity is killing me. Oh gosh, that's I'm sorry, but good luck. You could do it. Only how long? When are you there until? I've never been to Japan in the summer. The closest I've ever been was like June 1st, and my family's from the south, so it was really hot, and I would avoid like unless like I had like a family emergency and I had to go there in the summer, I will not. um You never use cash? Yeah, I never use cash. I don't even know how much cash I have in my wallet. Like, I probably, I probably tried to have emergency cash in there at some point, but I don't know what I have. You think you've never used cash here, and in Cuba the other way around, credit card straight up don't exist except for tourists on specific places. Yeah, yeah, it really depends on the country. Some countries are real, like, some countries just like you can go places without your wallet because like you could just use your phone and tap everywhere. Um, so it's like, but yeah, in Japan for a while, there's a lot of cash. And some places only take cash. Like there's this pharmacy that only takes cash, but it's really cheap. So I usually like do like a huge makeup haul there and like all my like face washes and stuff. I buy them all there, but I had to buy it in cash. But that's why it's cheaper, I think. China has the best contactless system. Yeah, yeah, I would love stuff like that. I mean, I like just tapping on with the phone. You know, I think it's so much easier than like having to pull the card out of your wallet. You're leaving at the end of July, so rather than gonna skip the heavy summer season. Oh, that's good. That's good. Um, yeah, I was gonna say like if you're gonna be there in like August and like, but even September is really hot. Yeah, I hope you had a great time. When going to Japan, 7-Eleven ATMs are goaded. Honestly, I've never needed an ATM because I just like have a certain amount of cash, of Japanese cash, and I used to when I was younger, I would get like otoshidama. It's like you get money on New Year's, so I would just hoard all that cash and just keep it. And then I'll try to pay with credit cards where possible if the exchange rate was good. But at this point, I don't think I need it. Is Marshadow a real Pokemon? I think so. I think so. It's like that ghosty one, right? But yeah, I'm doing good. How are you, Maroon? I've had to learn a lot of basic knowledge here in a short period of time because it's a whole different world how things work from where I am. Yeah, if you're not used to credit cards, especially like credit cards can be kind of confusing until you figure them out. Um, because once you figure it out, it's like, oh, okay, it's simple, but they try to make it quite confusing. So it's I think it could be tough to go into credit cards and like not know what you're getting into, especially if you weren't like raised around it. But even now, I think some people are from like households where people only use credit to like actually go into debt. Like it's like okay, like this is an emergency. We don't have the money on hand right now. We're gonna use a credit card for that. Um, but I definitely came from a household where like we just pay for everything on credit and like you just use it as if it's a debit card, right? You just only spend what you have, and then you just buy it all on credit to get all the, you know, the points and all that stuff. Like I think it kind of just depends on you. But I think most people use credit um around here because it's just like these days like there's so many good points and like benefits and stuff like that, and also like if you get like frauded, if you get like frauded, they can't like steal all your money because if someone steals your debit card, you're kind of screwed, you know. So I'm a big credit card enjoyer. Um, and Wakaman DX. If your credit card is tied to bank schemes that offer bonuses interest for minimum spending, that's the big perk. Oh yeah, like there's like welcome bonuses and stuff like. I don't go as far as like some people like churn their credit cards and then like, they keep opening new ones for the welcome bonus. I cannot be bothered. I cannot be bothered into doing that. I just keep the same credit card, but they have decent amount of points. You do that, you figure as long as you can afford the balance at the end of the month, you may as well build the credit and get the points. Yeah, I think if you can trust yourself to not spend more than you have, then you should just use a credit card as a debit card, right? Because like you get, like I said, you get like fraud protection. Like if someone steals your credit card and credit card information, like buys a bunch of stuff, like that's protected, right? You don't have to pay for that. And they're not like taking directly from your bank account. It's a lot safer. And also you get points, so you may as well. Your NFC chip in your phone. Enjoy. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing, right? You just tap where you can. It's so much easier with the phone. Um, but then sometimes I'm like about to tap, and then we have like a limit thing here. It's like if it's above like $200, you can't tap. So sometimes I go to like Costco, and then like I'm like ready to tap, and then I'm like, ah, shoot, I had to pull out the card, insert the card. You did that when you got your new travel rewards card. Building your PC last August got you $700. Damn, you gotta teach us your tricks. I never thought about doing. I'm just too lazy, honestly, to like do something for like just a one-time benefit. You know, like I do like research which card I should get, and I try and get the best card for what I need. But like opening a new card just for like one thing seems annoying to me. I know some people do it and then you just close the card, but I'm I'm not I'm just lazy. I don't like managing little finance things like that. All the self checkouts here are card only, so I have to wait in line for 6 minutes at Walmart for 3 items. Wait, you don't have a card, Angel? Not even like a Visa debit card? Are you paying in cash? um Credit cards offer a lot of other perks. Yes, yes. I mean, I love my travel insurance. That's the main thing. The perks that come with the linking your credit card to air mile schemes, cashback scheme. That's how we optimize things. Yeah, I do that. I use my points. I collect my points. You know, I just don't like open a new card just for extra points or whatever. I'm a debit card, and you don't think credit cards have as many perks here? Yeah, it depends where you are. Cause like here, it's like here it's just like, you know, it's a lot safer to use a credit card. Cash always never had a card, and I really don't want one. I mean, if you don't like trust yourself with one, then yeah, you know yourself the best. Do what's best for you, you know. But isn't debit just like cash? Like, why don't you pay with debit and not like physical cash? It's the same thing, right? It just comes out of your account. And welcome in, Slick. Hope you're doing well today. Angel's a privacy frog. Angel's about to download Linux and never buy anything. Wait, you can't even buy anything online, right? That's how do you live? How do you live? You can't buy stuff online? Do you mail them cash? I don't know. I've had a credit card since I was like I was put on my mom's credit card when I was like maybe like 16. So I've been using it for a while. I can't live without it. And I'm really bad about like speaking of like not optimizing everything, like I'm really bad about letting my checking account build up, and I always keep like way too much money in my checking account even though it's like obviously it has like no interest, right? You shouldn't just keep a lot of money in there, but I'm just too lazy to do anything with it at the moment. And then I always just let it build up, and then I'm like, oh, I should really deal with that. So then I think that's why I should also not use my debit card, because people could steal all of that money that I should not be keeping in there, you know? So that's just a me problem, I think. Just I don't like to deal with that all the time. Like I like budgeting and stuff. I like that side of things, but like actually like managing everything is just a bit annoying to me. Like if I have to like keep moving stuff around, just like that kind of stuff, like I wish I had an assistant, you know? To just do that for me. But yeah, this is a Miju financial advice stream. I think I could be a good personal finance YouTuber. I think I'd be good. I'm a frequent browser of the Personal Finance Canada subreddit. So like you know that I could give you guys anyone need financial advice, I can provide it. Unless you're American and you're gonna ask me about your Roth IRA, then I'm not gonna be able to help you. I'll be your assistant. You should give me your card number. Okay, sure. I'll just give you my bank details, you know, everything. And then you can just move the money around for me. Thank you. That's very helpful. But yeah, and I hate going to the bank. Going to the bank is like the actual worst. Like they're always like so slow and so incompetent. I'll move your money, all right. Right. What are you gonna buy with that? A GPU? Gonna buy yourself a PC? Yeah, I do want to get a new PC, like I said before, but we'll I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, it's I don't have any. Yeah, I'm just like when I move, I have a lot of big purchases I want to make because it's like I kind of want like new furniture. I told you guys about my sofa, right? The sofa, the arms are made of cardboard for some reason, so if you put your weight on it, it just like breaks in. There's like holes in it. So I think I need a new sofa. And then I was looking at like like non IKEA quality sofas, like just like actual furniture store sofas, and I'm like, damn, they're so expensive. Like that's crazy. They're so expensive. I'm like, I'm an adult. Um I guess I should be buying like, you know, like better quality stuff. But I still feel that way about clothes. I cannot escape my cheap clothes buying mindset, because like I see like I'm like, oh, like what a nice dress, and it's like $150. I'm like, is it really worth $150? I'm like, how could that be worth $150? Like, what a I just can't bring myself to spend like, I don't know, like $100 on like a shirt. And I'm like, I feel like there must be a price point where it's like not worth it. Like it's like maybe the difference between a $50 shirt, like the difference between a $5 shirt and a $50 shirt is probably significant. But the difference between a $50 shirt and like a $100 shirt, it's probably not that significant, right? I'm like, there's no way that's worth it. So I'm still undecided about like what I should how much I should spend on clothes. Like I've stopped buying from Shein. They keep emailing me for some reason. I don't know why. But I stopped buying from Shein after that shirt. I had that shirt with like it was like a blue on one side and white on another side, and there was like a ring in the middle connecting them. But the ring started giving me like a rash. Like I think something like the coating of that metal on the ring came off, and then whatever was underneath is like toxic. So something was something was wrong with that. So I was like, I just kind of like, I just kind of like stopped by. I was like, you know what? I don't want toxic clothes that are gonna like give me some like skin infection. Remember when Kanye dropped a plain white tee for like 100 bean? Yeah, there's no way $100 for a shirt, like a t-shirt, is worth, right? Like you could just get it at Uniqlo. Uniqlo would be like $30-$40, and it's pretty good quality. Aren't they trying to fast fashion in France? Are they? You can click a link at the bottom of the Shein email to send this guy. Yeah, I can, but I just thought they would stop because like I must have unsubscribed a while ago. Like, and they must have resubscribed me somehow. Oh, ban fast fashion. Yeah. I mean, but like, how do you even describe fast fashion, right? Like a lot of cheaper clothing stores are fast fashion. Like, obviously not at the level of like Shein or like Temu or stuff like that, right? But even like H&M obviously is like fast fashion, right? So it's like where do you like, is everyone just buying like designer fashion? Like obviously I feel like that's not realistic. I don't know. I don't know what else you can do. Because like I think especially these days too, like a lot of clothes are just like even clothing companies that used to be a lot better quality, like the prices just go up and the quality just gets worse. I feel like that's just how things go. And like even like $100 shirt, you check the materials and it's like polyester, and you're like, why why is this $100? Like it's so stupid. So I guess you gotta be really careful when you're buying stuff and just like ensure that it's worth the quality. It's like check the materials, check the construction, and make sure it's like it's worth. Or maybe I should just dress head to toe in Lululemon. But even then, I feel like Lululemon does go down in quality as well. Like compared to back in the day, like the prices change and the quality changes. People need to be more practical. What are you about to suggest? Should we just wear the same thing every day? Yeah, I was recently online shopping, and then I was like, what did I even buy? Like I was like, everything is either really expensive or like really terrible quality. So it's like, what do I even do? Maybe I should just wait till I go back to Japan and then buy clothes there. But it really depends on the time. Like it really depends on the year in which I go to Japan. Like sometimes I go and like there's nothing I really want. Like I don't really dress like super Japanese. Um, like it's very like Japan has like very specific trends where it's like, okay, everyone's wearing this right now, and it'll be like this like specific type of fashion, and it'll be in like every store. Like every store will have like basically the same clothes, and then you're like obviously there's some stores that have like a bit different style, but like a lot of clothing stores will have the same clothes, um, and then like so then, like, if I don't like that one specific thing, it's like, it's a lot of times I'm like, oh, I can't really buy a lot of clothes in Japan at this point. You felt comfortable in a black t-shirt and blue jeans for the longest time, and that's all I wear in school, but different shirts and pants. I guess I'm not dirty, guys. That's like the Steve Jobs vibe, right? You just wear the same clothes and just like have multiple of the same ones. Now that I've been wearing more of your backlog of clothes, you realize you have a ton of Tommy Hilfiger shirts. Why not? Why not? um But yeah, I try to clean out my closet quite often. I have like a huge Uniqlo bag, like this big, and I put my clothes that I don't want in there. I'm trying to be very strict with what I throw away. They found the clothes that work for them. I think they just want to change clothes, yeah. Me and my girlies. Of course, of course. Never gets old. Um, but yeah. Cartoon character core, wearing the same outfit every day. Exactly, exactly. I can't do that, man. I gotta. I just like clothes. I just cycle them through, but I donate the old ones. But these days I don't buy as much clothes because yeah, like I said, it's like where do I even buy them? I really want to go to Korea and just buy a bunch of clothes. My Pilates instructor was like, I was like, oh, did you do a lot of shopping when you're there? Because she was there last month, and then I was like, she was like, oh yeah, I spent $3,000. I was like, you spent $3,000 in Korea? She was like, yeah, I just bought a lot of clothes. I was like, how did that even fit in your suitcase? Like, what are you doing? Like the clothes in Korea were pretty cheap. Maybe she was buying expensive ones. I don't know, but I was like, damn. It's very exciting. And then they have like a lot of good Pilates that's really popular in Korea. So they have a lot of like really like they have a lot cheaper like Pilates socks and Pilates clothes and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, would love that. You have like 5 t-shirts, 4 shirts, a few shorts, and 4 pairs of shoes by choice. Just combine them wisely and people will never know. That's a decent amount. That's a decent amount. There's nothing wrong with that. What about long pants? You only have shorts? You have like 15 plus t-shirts? Nothing wrong with that either. You guys don't want to know how many clothes I have. I haven't counted my clothes, but it's probably a lot. um, thoughts on stripes? Yeah, stripes are cool. I don't have any particular thoughts on stripes. I don't discriminate against any fashion choices. Actually, that's not true. I would probably discriminate against certain fashion choices. But I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, I can't wear polka dots because it makes me look fat or something. You know, like I don't know what people say, but I don't care like about any colors. Like I'm like I will wear every color. I'm like, you know what? Wear the colors you want. Like I don't believe in skin tone matching colors. You know, I think it's stupid. When I go to Japan, you plan on buying denim and glasses, and even to Tokyo, I buy glasses every time I go to Japan. It's so much cheaper. Like it's so like glasses are so much cheaper in Japan, and like they make them that day, so you don't have to worry about like, you know, if you're only there for a short while, they make them that day. You can just go back later in the day. You have 2 pairs of pants and 1 fancy one. Honestly, Ricky, it's a pretty good selection of clothes. I even know all the clothes I own is all in a closet. You just wear it for work. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I go through my clothes a lot to like get rid of clothes I don't wear because I just feel like it's better. Otherwise, it will accumulate too much. And welcome in, Blue Flare. How are you? You keep meaning to buy denim in Japan. I feel like I don't even wear like proper denim though. Like I wear like it's not like full on like not like a denim guy, you know? Like I have jeans, but they're not like I think they're a bit maybe stretchier than just pure denim. But maybe I should buy jeans in Japan because I have a really hard time finding jeans that fit here. Cause like I mean I think everyone has trouble finding jeans that fit, right? Cause like they're very specifically sized, so you have to be like unless you're very lucky and it just fits you very well. It's like it's hard to find like jeans or pants that fit perfectly. So maybe in Japan I'd have better luck. But in Japan, actually, speaking of buying stuff in Japan, if you're like above, I don't know, like if you're a little bit tall, like not even a lot tall, but like a little average height to tall, you might have trouble. Like the legs might be too short, because I find that often a lot. Often a lot. I find that often in Japan, and I'm not tall. Like I'm actually quite short, and a lot of times the legs are too short. You're 7 foot tall. I think you might struggle though, for real. Like I think if you're taller than like 5'9", 5'10", like I think there. It depends on the store. Like I don't know what jeans stores are like. You know, two pairs of glasses are like 110 US dollars, and without it's like a free eye test. Yeah, it depends on the glasses you get. Like you can get like really cheap ones. The ones I got were like maybe like $80 for one pair. But there's a lot cheaper ones than that as well. Often, a lot, commonly, frequent. Exactly. You're short, big if true. Maybe you should buy jeans in Japan, Zirconian. Are you actually like 7 feet? I can see that. I need a side by side photo of me and Estat. I don't think we have one. I don't think we have a side by side. Only selfie. Actually no, we must have side by side. I'll check. And then I can confirm I'm 6 feet tall and Estat's 7 feet tall. I think I got too frugal with your glasses and changed them after 5 years. Your eye doctor gave me a judgmental look. Did your prescription change though? Like if your prescription didn't change, then you don't need any glasses. But if your prescription did change, you're just like unable to see. Adrian and Estat side by side would be like Jack and the Beanstalk. That's not true. You know, you have a side by side photo with Luca. Okay, Luca for scale. Luca's how tall? Luca's real tall, you know? He's massive. Can't buy trousers in most shops here because they usually only have 32 inseams, which are too long for me. You should go to Japan. It's time. I don't know what my inseam is. Girls' jeans aren't like that. We just have numbers that are like 0, 2, 4. You know, we just have that. We don't actually. And then even if they do have like, oh, we gotta show them how we do it every day. Kali got a job. Kali got to work. But yeah, it's what was I saying? What was I saying? I cannot even remember now. It was something about. Oh no! Even when they give like a waist size on women's jeans, it's like fake. Like even if they put a number like 24-inch waist, it doesn't actually mean that it's like women's sizing is so. I don't know if it's the same for men's sizing, but women's sizing is so screwed up. Like you could be like a 0 in one store and like a size 4 in a different store, or like they'll even when they put the exact measurement, it's sometimes not the exact measurement. And I'm like, if you're gonna do like the vanity sizing, like at least just do it on like small, medium, large, you know? Like why are you doing it on like the actual numbers? Like that doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid. Yeah, a lot. Your left eye did not have a good sight and your right was on the same path. Yeah, you should definitely update your prescription if your glasses change, because if it's hard to see, man. It'll make your eyes worse, because like it'll be hard to your eyes will be strained. It varies by brand. A 32-inch waist in one brand is much tighter than in another. Yeah, that's stupid, right? Like it's like you're literally giving a number, like a measurement, and that measurement doesn't actually align with the what is written. So it's like it's so stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I yeah, I think I have like yeah, I think just have like slightly I have like weird monkey limbs compared to other Japanese people. So like every time I buy like a shirt, like a long sleeve shirt or something in Japan, it's always like slightly too short. So it's like this this much too short. It's like really annoying. And I'm like a little and I'm also a little shorter than average height in Japan, which is weird, right? Cuz like but then I was like comparing like me and my Pilates instructor are the same height and my arms are like a good like inch or two longer than hers. And I don't know why. Like she'll like demonstrate a workout for me and then we'll have to like move it back for me cuz like my arms are weirdly long, you know? I guess it could just vary from person to person. So that's why I have that problem in Japan. So if you're like if you're if you're tall, um, or if you're like a little taller than I would say if you're a man, if you're taller than like 5'7", then the jeans might be too the clothes might be too small. And if you're bigger than like in American sizes, I would say if you're bigger than like medium medium, maybe like small to medium, you also have trouble finding clothes in Japan because like the Asian sizes are like a size or two smaller than American sizes. Like for example, in Uniqlo in Canada versus Uniqlo in in Japan, a size medium here is a size small in Canada. So it's like one size bigger. Forgot to save a nice hoodie, but I guess I forgot. True, true. You need a nice hoodie. You got the reach advantage over her, but she has like the strength advantage over me. She would absolutely beat me up in a fight. I have zero chance. She was complaining. Okay, she's getting married, and she was like, "Oh, people recommended to have my hair up on my winnings, but my traps are so huge." And I was like, "Okay, I guess you don't have that problem." She was like, "Oh yeah, I don't. I want to put my hair down because like my shoulders are just massive." And I was like, that's so funny. But I was like, why don't you want to show them off? You know, like you're working hard. You're working hard. Like you're working out. Like she used to. She doesn't anymore now that she has a full time job. But like she before she would work out every day. So I'm like, you want to show this off? I guess she doesn't want to. If you're short, you need long arms to reach us stuff. Your body made you a favor. Yeah, I guess it's better than having short arms, short body. You know. Your shirts are S, but it says size Japan medium. Yeah, yeah. Clothes are just everything is just like clothes are just a lot smaller. And then a lot of clothing stores in Japan, at least for women's clothes, they'll have like one size or they'll have two sizes. And it'll be like a medium and large. But really, it's like I have sometimes like for me, I would wear the medium, but large would not be like excessively big on me. And like so you can kind of guess the sizing standards there. And I know Korea is very similar. When I was shopping in Korea, a lot of things are just one size, and the size is fairly small. So you gotta be aware of that if you want to go to Japan and you want to go shopping. Oh, like it depends on the store. You can find clothes for larger sizes, but not even like you have to be like a big person. Like it's just like it should be just like even like average size. It's just like Asian size are just different. I wish countries would standardize on sizes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wish within one country would standardize on size. You know, like even within Canada, the sizing is all over the place. Yeah, welcome in Seta. We'll see if some twice comes on for you. Yeah, it's I think one sizing is quite common in Asia, where it's like a clothing size will just have like one size. Japan size is small, medium, and gaijin. They never have gaijin size, man. Unless you go to like like a Western store in Japan. Gonna get food, no potato and rice today. Chocolate carrot cake though, let's go. Although we were judging you for the chocolate carrot cake, weren't we? Would you eat if you had a carrot, like carrot sticks? Would you dip them in Nutella? Would that be good? It just feels weird. Would you guys dip carrot sticks in Nutella? Yes or no? Um, you heard KDA when you entered. True, true. We're listening to more. We were showing them how we do it every day. No, you wouldn't. No, we're eating chocolate carrot cake, Ricky. Is it different? But there's carrots and chocolate in there. You dip carrots in hummus? You have not tried Nutella. You gotta give it a try. You gotta give it a try. Although Nutella has a lot of milk in it, right? Carrot cake and carrot, same thing. Yeah, same thing. What do you mean? I mean, I guess carrot cake usually has cream cheese frosting. So would you guys dip carrots in cream cheese? No, right? So I guess maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe yeah, you're right. It is a false equivalency because you wouldn't dip carrots in cream cheese. But I feel like I'd be more likely to dip carrots in cream cheese than I would be likely to dip carrots in chocolate. Like I feel like that's more likely, but we also wouldn't put hummus on carrot cake. But you would put hummus on carrots. Confusing, man. Or was it omelet with butter? No, omelet with butter is fine. That's okay. Usually it's like cheese, though. Baby carrots raw, no chaser. I mean, yeah, I would eat baby carrots just on their own. I wouldn't always have hummus. And I feel like hummus goes bad quickly, so I just don't do that. I think Chikana said it was too. Dukwani said it was too much, and Chikana said wizardry. You never forget. Well, maybe Dukwani meant it was too unvegan because you're like eating eggs and butter, you know. But I think people would normally put cheese on an omelet and not butter. I guess you could cook the eggs in butter, but I don't think you would normally cook eggs in butter because like butter burns kind of quickly. And I don't think you would actually. You know what? I got to add for the the Gordon Ramsay recently has been in a lot of the vegan butter ads, and he was like, let me show you how to make scrambled eggs with this. Yeah, why was he? Why was he? Sorry. Does this make sense? This doesn't make sense, right? He was like cooking. He was like, let me show you how to make a perfect scramble. Maybe it wasn't to do with the vegan butter, because like, why would you have scrambled eggs in your vegan butter ad? But he was like, let me show you how to make scrambled eggs, and he put like no joke, like 2 chunks of butter, like this big, in like 2 eggs. I was like, that's so much butter. He put so much butter in his scrambled eggs. I was like, is that how people make them? Like, if I had to estimate in like tablespoons, he probably put like 4 to 6 tablespoons of butter in his scrambled eggs. And I was like, that's too much. That's crazy. Why are you trying to why are you trying to do that? Oh, about the chocolate carrot cake. I see, I see. You had carrot cake with chocolate in it not too long ago and you prefer it without. Yeah. I feel like that wouldn't be my choice, but Ricky's very into chocolate, as we know. So he might be into the carrots with Nutella. Um, you've heard Brazilian is different though. While I can't assure you, carrot cake. Carrot cake is different in Brazil. There's your twice. True, true. I love alcohol free. I feel like it's when it first came out, I didn't like it that much. But now I really like alcohol free. It's silly, but it's like good, you know? Carrots and Nutella canceled out the healthy and the non-healthy. Yeah, you're kind of undermining your healthy choice to eat carrots. Um, it's a beautiful song. Yeah, yeah. Alcohol-free album 8 for real. It did. It did. There's some comebacks I didn't like as much. I would say like my cousin, her favorite Twice song is Dance the Night Away, but I've never liked Dance the Night Away that much. I feel like I prefer Alcohol Free in terms of like a summer comeback song. Like I feel like I much prefer Alcohol. I feel like Dance the Night Away feels, the beat and the melody feels too basic. Like it just feels very, it just, to me it just sounds very unremarkable, you know? Like it's nothing's very special. Like it's fun, yes, it's fun, but I never felt strongly about it. That's the Night Away, what a throwback. And I don't like the bridge. I don't like the bridge when they're just like talking. I'm not a big fan of that one. Oh, we're getting multiple Twice. We gotta do breakthrough, break free, break free, breaking free. Dance the Night Away with your second Twice song to hold a special place in your heart, along with Likey. How do you know your second Twice song? Likey's a classic though. Likey's a classic. And I love the Japanese version because it's like nonsense. It's like complete nonsense of words strung together, but it's so fun. Spoken word is the best kind of singing. Okay, you can. I don't think you would like Dance the Night Away though. The guy is a slam poet in his free time. Yeah. I sang this song at karaoke. When I discovered Twice, those two music videos are the first ones I saw. I don't know if I've ever told you, but my first experience with Twice was my cousin, the same cousin who likes Dance the Night Away. My cousin was into Twice, and it was right after Signal came out, okay? And I was there in Japan for 2 weeks. She would play Signal on repeat for like hours every day. So that was my first experience with Twice, and it was a negative experience. Like, I love Signal now. Like, it's a great song. But Signal on repeat for hours was like too much. Like, it was not. I was annoyed. I was like, please stop playing Signal. Trying to let you. And it's like it's one of those songs where it's like a bit annoying, you know? Like I feel like even if you like it, it's like it's likable in an annoying way, right? Like you know? It's like it's just, yeah, so that was my first experience, and it was unenjoyable. I was like hating that song for so long. How'd you get into K-pop in general? I think I got into K-pop in like 2019. And it was with do. I enjoyed do. And then I got into Blackpink. So I've been a Blackpink fan. And then I got into Twice like later. I don't remember how I got into Twice, but I got into them. I don't remember what era that was. It must have been Yes or Yes. Yeah, it must have been Yes or Yes around that time, 2019, right? Or maybe Fancy? No, I think it was just as they were transitioning from the cute concept. Like, I think Yes or Yes was kind of the bridge, right? 2019 was Fancy. Oh, maybe it was Fancy then. Or maybe it was like 2018. Whenever, like, do around that era. And Wakamin Nota. Hope you're doing well today. When you saw Jonghyun and Likey, you were instantly biasing her. I don't know who I liked initially. I don't know. I have no idea who I liked initially. I think at the start I was like having trouble distinguishing them because there's like 9 of them, right? And I think after I started liking Twice, I started watching Running Man because I watched the Blackpink. Oh, sorry, after I started liking Blackpink, I started watching Running Man, and I would watch the Blackpink episode of Running Man, and then I just kept watching Running Man, and then I watched Twice on there as well. So I think I started liking Dion a lot because I like people who are good on variety shows, because I was like, more than anything, I actually liked Running Man the most. I was standing Running Man with my bias, Kwang Soo and Somin. And so yeah, I think I mainly liked people who were funny on variety shows, and I like people who are good at singing. So I liked Gio a lot. But I've liked Nayeon a lot since there's that video. I don't know if you guys know. There's that video of Nayeon singing "Fancy" in the change room, and I'm like, okay, girl can sing. Girl can sing. That video is really good. I'm a huge fan of that. Because it's like completely live too, right? It's like no backtrack, just it's just her voice, and she sounds really good. Momo was number 2 because he loved her dance. But yeah, she's a great dancer. But like I was watching, like I don't know if you guys have seen the Running Man clip where they're like dancing in the circle and like they're doing like a dance off, but like Momo keeps coming out, right? But then Daeon keeps coming out and like doing something silly. Um, which is funny. Life's good. What about me? My life's pretty good too. Glad to hear yours is. Um, and welcome in, Nitro. It's been a while since you've been here. Yeah, I hope you've been well. And my outfit looks nice. Thank you. Thank you. My inside out shirt. And welcome in, Sal. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, I think when I started following Blackpink, I think I was like Jenny. Just what can I say? I feel like I like the idols who can do both the cute Jenny's both very cute and also very like in the comeback she can have like a really like badass like cool image, you know, so it's like I just like both. And then Diane became your number 3 when you saw clips of her fighting camera. She's just funny. She's just fun. I love a good variety idol. As someone who loves variety shows, I love a good variety idol. And Elisa, welcome in. How are you? How have you been? You've been busy with job hunting, kickboxing classes, regular gym workouts, and scheduling college classes. Damn. Sounds like a productive time. Good luck with the job hunt and all your other activities. That's a lot. That's a productive life. That's more than I can say. Kickboxing sounds fun. Doing good. I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. I missed you too. I'm glad to see you. How's life? Nowadays, Gio's your number 2. Girl has a voice. And also, she's so buff these days. I'm into that. She's living that Yoon Sung Bin life, you know, like you have job interviews this Thursday. Good luck. I hope they go well. Very hot over here. Oh no. As someone who did experience the heat firsthand, I feel for you. I hope it's not too bad. I'm happy to, you know, Elisa, if you come here, it's a lot cooler. It's only 20 degrees today. You could just come here. Speaking of Gio, you like Lisa from Blackpink? Don't we all? Don't we all? We have a lot of Lisa fans in this chat. I feel like a lot of the guys like Lisa. She's very popular. But me, I just only have eyes for Jenny. Lisa, there we go. You love me a buff Gio. Exactly. I've been loving her buff era. And oh my god, have you seen the clip of her? She sings at start of Feel Special a cappella. I was like, look at her go. Like, honestly, like she feels comfortable enough to sing. Like not a lot of idols feel comfortable enough to sing without any backtrack at all, right? Especially in Twice as well. But Gio is like, she sang that like at the start of Feel Special completely a cappella. Coming over right now. Let's go. Lisa, all the Lisas. Only Blackpink member you pay attention to is Jisoo. She's been doing good stuff, honestly. Like I watched. Did you watch Snowdrop? Like Snowdrop was pretty. I mean, okay, it wasn't like the best drama ever, but she did pretty well on the drama. I haven't watched the She's in like the Amazon Prime show as well. I haven't watched that. But I do love Earthquake as well. It's not like my style of music, but I appreciate what she's doing. But out of the Blackpink solos, I liked Apatu, and I liked Apatu and I liked Jenny's album. The weather in your area has been high winds, heavy rain, and really sunny in one day. That's a bit confusing, yeah. I hope you stay safe if it's really stormy. Is there a sub version of her drama? Which one? I mean, her new drama, the zombie one. I'm sure it's subbed. It's on Amazon Prime, right? But Snowdrop, I watched subbed. Yeah, I don't speak Korean, so I must have watched it subbed. It was a while ago though. And welcome in Hugo. Hope you're doing well today. You like Apatu also? Yeah, I love Apatu. It's really popular, but I think it's for a good reason. Is it weird to try and talk Korean when you're in learning phase? No, I think that's how you should learn by practicing, you know. But I don't speak Korean, so you cannot practice with me. You have not watched that yet. Which one? Snowdrop or what is it called? What is it called? Like Newtopia? I almost said like Pop Tropica, but that is not correct. It's called something like that. It seems a bit silly. It's not really on my list. I'm not into shows with zombies. Fair enough, fair enough. I think it's like a comedy though. That's the vibe I was getting. I'm pretty sure it's a comedy. Um Both of the shows and a Formula One show. Nice. There was that Formula One show a little while ago. I think it was on Netflix, and it was like really apparently it was really really well done. Um, but and I heard it was good even if you're not into Formula One. But I'm I have other things I gotta watch. I don't think I'll get around to that one. I don't think I'll watch. These days I'm quite picky about what K dramas I watch because like I had a period where I was watching a decent amount of K dramas, but a lot of them are kind of mid. You know, like there's a lot of there's so many K dramas, and a lot of them are pretty like a lot of them are not that special, right? Like there's a lot of them, right? It's just like a pure volume. There's some K dramas that are really really good, but there's a lot that are just like mediocre. You know, like it's just like just what is the point of this? You know. So now I feel like I only want to watch ones that are like really highly regarded, like really good. But I think I'll be busy watching Breaking Bad for a while. I think I'll have enough content there for a while. And at least I can know that it was very it's a good show. Like I don't have any doubt about that. The one thing that surprised me though while watching Breaking Bad was that like they start with like a cold open, right? Like they start with him like driving the RV and like almost getting caught or whatever. And I was kind of surprised by that, but then I was like, oh yeah, I guess back then it's not like it had like a really good reputation going for it. It was like a new show. So I guess you need to hook people somehow. But watching it now as someone who's going into it as like knowing people regard as one of the best shows of all time, you know, it's kind of weird to start with a cold open, you know, because I was like, oh, I feel like they don't need that, but I'm like, I guess back then they did, right? It's very interesting to watch it so late, you know, like um so much after it's like hearing so much about it. But yeah, it's the last series you watched was the Karate Kid movies, and the Karate Kid movies and TV shows. Damn, you went all out. I think I've watched the original Karate Kid, but I don't remember much about it. And I also remember watching the Jaden Smith one in theaters when I was a kid. But I don't remember what I felt about it. I was like, I watched it in theaters when it came out, so I must have been like 12. And I remember the Justin Bieber song that came out with it. That's all I remember. It's a but I've heard people don't think that movie is good now. I started watching Game of Thrones after I saw this awesome clip of Daenerys. I don't know if that's how you say her name. um, at this point though, like I feel like if you watch Game of Thrones now, you go into it with the knowledge that the ending is bad, right? Like everyone, it's very well known for having a bad ending. So it's like it's interesting going into a show that's like been out for a while, and like you've already heard some things about, you know. I feel like you go into it with like a different, like you don't have the same experience as the people who watched it as it was airing, or like, you know, before it finished, that experience. But yeah, I don't you didn't know about the ending yet? Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. It wasn't that long ago, right? Actually, maybe it was. um but yeah, it's for me, Game of Thrones was like, I never got into it because I watched the first like couple episodes and I was like, oh, I don't like this. I don't think it was something I would enjoy. Um, for me, Karate Kid Legend was good. I didn't know there were so many Karate Kid things. Disney fans don't have to follow previous 4 storylines. There's 4 storylines. That's a lot. I didn't know there was so much Karate Kid content. You've only seen 2 episodes so far. You might have seen as much as I have. Then I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. um, it was a bit much for me. I was like, oh, okay. And then I think knowing what the show is like, and knowing the ending is like, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I won't sink time into this. Right? I don't know what the ending is. I just know that people don't like it. I have no idea what the ending is. Maybe everyone dies. Who knows? I don't think I've seen a lot of actually well-written shows, but I won't exclusively enjoy them, so I'm not on the hunt of one. Wait, you don't think you've seen like a really, really good? What's the best show you ever watched? Like personally, like on what's your favorite show? Because I think I tend to enjoy shows that are highly regarded. I think because recently I went back and watched some movies that are like really well known. I'm like, okay, yeah, they're good movies. Like I get it. I get it. They're good movies. Breaking Bad's a well-written show. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like good writing. I like good writing. I like good. I like high quality shows for sure. Fire Run 2. Get out of here, Angel. I know that's an anime now. The best show you've ever watched is Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Oh, okay, okay. I've never seen Star Trek except that one movie that I watched that I don't remember. But yeah, I would say my favorite shows. My favorite shows. I don't. I don't know. I would say like in different categories. In different categories. Like I love Chernobyl. Chernobyl's so good. But it's like a mini series, so it's hard to compare it to something like recently. Recently, Jack and I were watching House, and I watched House like a long time ago, and it was one of my favorite shows. When I was like a teenager, and watching it back now, I'm like, okay, it's still good. It's still good. I think it's still highly regarded. From me. Um, and then like also like something like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Parks and Rec, um, are quite fun. Like I think that, but they're like, how do you compare like Brooklyn Nine-Nine to Chernobyl? You know, is it Chernobyl? Chernobyl? I have to go back and forth. But yeah, it's like, how do you compare those? And welcome in, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well. Deep Space Nine is class. Okay. Um, you're a huge Trekkie. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I never got into it, so I'm not like a super, I'm not like a super sci-fi guy personally. But I like anything as long as it has good character development. and like well-written characters. I think as long as it's character first, like I have trouble a lot of times with fantasy and sci-fi because it focuses more on world building, world building than characters sometimes, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but I just prefer characters. Like I prefer if there's like less plot, more character. You know, give me 3 business days. Okay, okay. I'm forgiven. I'm a villain. Chernobyl is such a good series. I know it's so well done. I think it's one of my favorites for sure. House is a good show, but there's a lot of filler in it. It needs like a recut. Exactly. Like, how do you compare like a? I don't know how many seasons House had. Like 8. Like, how do you compare like a 8-season show with like a mini series, right? Like, obviously a mini series is like really, really like tight, right? Like, it's just like everything in it has a purpose. It's very, very like each part of it is really high quality, but it's way shorter, right? And like House, obviously the quality goes up and down. Like some things in it aren't that valuable and some things in it are really good. Like, so like how do you compare them, right? It's really tough. Star Trek is at its core about the characters. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. There's great character building and world building in Deep Space Nine. Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, you can absolutely have both. Um, the original Karate Kid had 3 movies and rebooted with Jaden Smith. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Definitely Attack on Titan was one of them, anime aside. No questions, it is well written while having some unbalanced situations, but which show doesn't have them? Yeah, yeah, fair enough. You gotta have a non-anime show in there, Ricky. You can't just choose Attack on Titan. I'm welcome in philosophy. Have you watched highly rated shows like The Wire, Sopranos, Breaking Bad? I just started watching Breaking Bad yesterday. We were talking about this earlier. I watched the first 4 episodes, so I started watching it, but I haven't continued. Um, I haven't watched like any. I don't think I've watched any like older highly rated shows, like well-known classic highly rated shows. Like obviously I've watched House, stuff like Parks and Rec. I've watched, and then what else? I don't know. Like obviously like Chernobyl and stuff is like really highly rated, but it's not necessarily like a classic because it's not that old. I haven't watched Sopranos though, or The Wire. I don't know if I heard Sopranos is really really good, but I don't know. I don't know if I would enjoy it. Wasn't the Hillary Swank one? I don't know who Hillary Swank is. 4 episodes in one day? Yeah. They're like 45-minute episodes. Going from variety shows where it's like an hour and a half per episode, it's like rough. Actually, I would say like and then also how do you compare like my I would say technically my favorite show is Running Man, but it's a variety show, right? Like how do you compare that to like how do you compare Running Man, which has like 700 episodes that are an hour and a half each, and it's like a variety show. It's not like there's no like writing. How do you compare that to yeah, like Chernobyl or House or like anything like that? So I think it's a how do you compare stuff like that? Like Running Man is like my comfort show, you know? Like it's on every week. It's yes. How do you do that? Um, Speaking of shows, it's gonna be interesting for season 3 of Squid Game. I haven't watched season 2. Do you guys recommend watching season 2 of Squid Game? I did love season 1, but is season 2 good? Like if Squid Game on a scale of 1 to Squid Game season 1, how good is season 2? How do you compare Papers, Please to The Last of Us? That's true. Yeah, it's the same with games as well. But I think the more games I play, the harder it is to choose favorites. Because there's a lot of really good games in different categories. Like, how do you exactly like how do you compare Breath of the Wild to like Balatro? You know, like I don't think that's like obviously they're so different. Season 2 is all right, not to be compared with season 1. Yeah, I just felt like where do you go from there? You know. But yeah, it's and I think The Last of Us season 2 should have done what Squid Game did and like film them both at once. I really think it should have been filmed at once, because you're kind of cutting up a story into two. So it's like, but these days I think back really fondly on The Last of Us Part Two, the game. Like after watching the show and then thinking about like I had a lot of issues with the game, but I'm like, oh, the game was good. Um, Season 2 is Squid Game gonna get more interesting. Ties in the storyline with season 3. I see. Season 1 is if season 1 is 10, season 2 is around a 7. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. But like, I just loved my girl Sebyok. Like, I loved her. Season 2 is pretty good. To try to develop on some stuff. Okay, so maybe I'll give it a watch. But I gotta finish Breaking Bad. No, it's gonna be a while. If I don't watch anything else until Breaking Bad, it's gonna be a while. It is not bad nonetheless. Yeah, I mean a 7 compared to season 1 being a 10, that doesn't sound bad to me. That's exactly the answer I was hoping. That's exactly the type of answer I was looking for. So thank you. In Wakamin Chic, what do I do right now? I'm yapping. We're just chatting about various things. Right now about TV shows. We're talking about a lot of TV shows here. I feel like these days, like, there's some really good mini-series. Are you any Harry Potter fans? Are anyone gonna watch the Harry Potter HBO show? Speaking of HBO shows. If you like Breaking Bad, you might get into Better Call Saul. One thing at a time, man. I'm on episode 4 of Breaking Bad. I might get there eventually, but it's a long journey. You're probably gonna watch the Potter show. J.K. Rowling sucks. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You're too millennial not to. I didn't realize. Like I was looking into it, and I didn't know if they were doing one series per book, and they are. I'm like, but like, aren't the earlier books way shorter than the later books? I'm like, I was like, how? What? Why? That doesn't make sense, does it? Are they gonna divide? Are the later seasons just gonna be longer? I guess so, right? Like, is there enough content in the Philosopher's Stone to have a whole season of TV? Maybe. I don't know. I never read the books. You don't do Harry Potter because you don't support Rowling's anti-trans views. Yeah, I do not either. Yeah. But I can definitely like understand people who still enjoy Harry Potter despite Rowling being awful. But yeah, it's totally valid to like not want to like buy anything she is associated with or stuff like that. I remember the first 3 books being way shorter than the fourth. Yeah, I think the first books are quite short. There's Better Call Saul, and there's a side movie called El Camino that you also have to watch. Okay, my watch list's getting real long. Season 7, part 1. Oh no. I guess they'll have to, right? Is there just a lot of stuff in the last one? Or maybe the episodes will just be longer? Also, they have to film it at such a breakneck pace, right? Like, they have to film them year after year. I think it's tough with the child actors. Like, you have to film them like 1 year after another, right? Because otherwise the kids will be too old. Or you can just be like Stranger Things and just ignore the fact that they're like really old now, and be like, yeah, it's fine. They're 16. Trust us. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. It's very interesting as well because like they're reviving stuff that like is not that old. Like, it wasn't Deathly Hallows like not that long ago. Like what, 10 years ago? Like, and then you're already reviving it. Like, the movies are still like I never watched the movies before, and I watched them for the first time. I watched them for the first time in December, and like I watched them for the first time as an adult. But I did enjoy them for the most part. I think they still hold up generally. I think it could have been done better. I wasn't necessarily thinking that they're the best movies ever. So maybe the shows will improve upon it and have better, like, I don't know, better pacing, I guess, because they'll have more time to develop all these characters and different relationships and storylines and stuff like that. So maybe, who knows? But it also does seem soon. It just does. It just seems very soon. But so does like How to Train Your Dragon. Like, why? What is the point of remaking How to Train Your Dragon at this point? I remember a series I really like, Haunting of Hill House. Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that one as well. And Wakaminya. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for the bit. If you like the actors in Breaking Bad, you should watch every episode of it to show Malcolm. Okay, Jimmy, you're giving me too much homework. Is the episode of The Price is Right? Gotta watch that. Gotta watch that. It's very important. The lore, the tie-in. Gotta find out about Jesse's backstory. Okay, I'll definitely watch all of those. Don't worry. But yeah, it's I never watched Malcolm I think I was too young for Malcolm in the Middle. I don't think I ever watched that. But yeah, I was having a period where I was like watching a lot of older, really highly regarded shows or movies, and I enjoyed almost all of them. Like I watched Good Will Hunting, and I would say like Good Will Hunting is probably one of my favorite movies now. I watched like Truman Show, which I was wanting to watch for a while, and then I also watched like, but then I didn't like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind or whatever it's called. I did not like that movie. Like I think it was well made. I think it was well made, and I can appreciate a lot of things about it. But I didn't really connect with the characters. There's an interesting moral debate on things like that. Remember, one of your MBA professors asked us if you found one day the person behind your favorite thing ever was evil, can you still consume that product? Point that we don't know what most CEOs or owners or employees do at the company we consume. That is true. A lot of CEOs are probably evil. A lot of really large corporations probably have a lot of immoral things behind them. And we will never know everything, which is true. But I think a lot of people like J.K. Rowling is doing it very publicly. She's being very outright about it, you know? Like, it's like, oh, okay, maybe the CEO behind the scenes is really racist. But, like, we don't necessarily, like, you know, you might not know that unless you seek it out or something like that, or if they, like, get outed for it. But, yeah, J.K. Rowling is doing it very openly, so I think at this point everyone's aware of it. So I think, yeah, fair enough if you want to make the choice to not support anything she's doing. The original How to Train Your Dragon came out in 2010, was in elementary school. Yeah, but like remaking it is like they're kind of like they're just making the same movie. Like the original animation still holds up. Like it still looks good now. It's still enjoyable now. And they're pretty much remaking it like shot for shot. And the dragons are CGI anyway. So like it's like, and the dragons look the same as they do in the movie, and they do in the original animated movie. So it's like, what is the point of this? That's the one I don't understand. And also Moana. Making the live action Moana. Moana is not that old of a movie. And it's still like it's still like fairly, in terms of Disney movies, it's still pretty new. And Moana is still a great movie. Like it's still there. You hated that movie, Eternal Sunshine? Very depressing. I guess, yeah, it is depressing in that sense, because it's like, you know, how I interpreted the ending was like, they're gonna repeat the same mistakes again. Maybe I'm just having maybe you're supposed to interpret that they're gonna have a better relationship this time around, but I think they're not. You like Eternal Sunshine, but I recognize that it's bleak. I just didn't like the characters. I really did not like Clementine. I thought she was really awful. Which I guess is kind of, she wasn't supposed to be perfect, right? Like, But then she was drinking and driving. I was like, girl, you're drinking and driving. I'm not gonna root for the relationship at all. Um, Having a past bad breakup made Eternal Sunshine unbearable. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. It was pretty. The fallout of the relationship is pretty brutal. You can't remake any movie that came out after I graduated high school. It's criminal. Okay, okay. That was more than 10 years for original movies. I don't think 10 years is very long, especially for an animated movie. Clementine was supposed to subvert the manic pixie dream girl. Yeah, yeah, I can see, yeah, I can see them. But like, she's drinking and driving. I was like, what's wrong with her? That was like when I hit my breaking point with her. I was like, I could until a certain point I could empathize with her, and I was like, okay, like I can, she's obviously very, she has a lot of issues, and but she's still trying her best. But then she was like, I what was I trying to say? Like, yeah, she's still like, yeah, drinking and driving. Come on. On that topic, I remember saying you would watch Carl Jobs. I lost the video and then unsubscribed. While I could not agree with anything they just said, I still enjoyed the way he explained, research, and developed his content. So I still watch his content. I actually, I have to admit, Ricky, I also watched one of his videos recently. and like, that's the thing, right? His videos are really well done. And like, even though he was saying bad things, right? Like, I just felt like there wasn't that many other creators doing what he does. Like, I feel like someone needs to step in and make also very high quality content of that niche, because I don't think anyone else is. I don't think you're. I don't think you're a bad person for that. Like, I think. I think some people can separate the art from the artist, and some people can't. And I don't think there's necessarily. I don't think there's necessarily a right or like a perfectly right or wrong answer with this, right? Because like you could also argue that like, you could also argue that like J.K. Rowling is so rich at this point that like whatever you buy, whatever Harry Potter merchandise or whatever you engage with doesn't necessarily make a difference. She's always going to be very, even if everyone stopped supporting her now, she would still be extremely rich and powerful. Or you could, you could, or you could argue that like, the shows are very special to you, like in a nostalgic way, like from your childhood, and you don't want that like taken away from you. Like you might be trans yourself, and you might be like, oh, like obviously it's really awful that she has these views, and these are very terrible views. But I feel like you could also be like, well, I don't want that taken away from me, So it's like I can understand. I don't think there's necessarily like a perfectly right or wrong answer in that regard. I don't even think we have Chick-fil-A here. Anyway, popping, I remember to stand twice. I would never forget. But yeah, take care, Sarah. And welcome in, Chicano. How are you? I think the film is trying to say that you have to learn from all the bad things in your past. If not, you'll repeat all your mistakes like they will do in the end. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. That's absolutely it. They should not have erased their memories because they're just going to repeat. Like, if they continued their relationship with their memories, they would have had a better relationship than if they just erased everything. I think that's why I think they're gonna repeat the same mistakes in the end. So that's why I think the ending is sad in that way, right? Like, I think they're gonna repeat what they just did. You're chilling, watching a tournament. Nice, nice. We're just talking about movies. We're talking about Eternal Sunshine, and live action reboots. Buzzwool. Why does everyone give me Buzzwool and Guzzlord? I know now. I've been asked this like 3 times in the last week. Buzzwool is real. The only movie you want to see is Him? What's Him? Yeah, we're also talking about the Harry Potter show. I also couldn't handle the movie District 9 when the wife abandons him and turns on him. That really bothered me. Wait, who? I don't remember that part about District 9. It's a new movie executively produced by Jordan Peele. Is it like Get Out? Is it a horror movie? I love Get Out. But I tried to watch Us, and it kind of creeped me out. I know it's a horror movie, but it kind of creeped me out, so I was like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like a home invasion thing because I feel like that's too close to home, you know? Like I feel like that could actually happen. Like Get Out is not gonna happen. Like to my knowledge, I don't think that will happen. But like Us was like, ooh, the home invasion. No, no, no. I can't remember what the other one was. There was Us, Get Out, and there's one more, right? Can't remember. He starts turning into an alien, and his wife turns him in. Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the movie as well. A home invasion in Canada, though? Oh, it happens. It happens. Um, One of my friends, like some guy, just walked into her house. Like, I guess she didn't lock the door. I was like, why didn't you lock the door? But maybe she forgot. But yeah, it's you might have some. It's pretty common, especially if you live on like lower floors. And we have break-ins in our building as well. But not in my floor, luckily. But the storage units and stuff get broken into. The mail gets broken into. The bike lockers get broken into. All that stuff. And I don't even live in an unsafe area. Like I live in a really safe area, and then there's still break-ins. It's everywhere, man. You should always lock your doors unless you live in the middle of nowhere. And welcome back, Maestro. Meet you in the hood. Clearly. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like I haven't watched all of these movies in a while. I can't remember the last movie I watched. Cannot remember. What was the last movie I watched? I don't know. Maybe it was Star Wars. That was a while ago. If you get a chance, check out the trailer. Okay. Yeah, I do really like Get Out. It looks crazy. Yeah. I'm not a huge horror movie fan, but I feel like Get Out was more like a thriller, and it had that like racist aspect to it, which I think was interesting. Your sister lives in Vermont. When she bought her house, the former owner didn't even have a key because they never lock their doors. That's crazy. The last older movie you watched was Rush Hour and School of Rock. Nice. It's more of a psychological thriller film again. I think not straight up horror. Yeah, that makes sense. I do really like this movie, so I might check it out. But maybe not in theaters. I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming. So I think the only movie I want to watch in theaters this year is probably Wicked. I'm a big Wicked fan. I don't know. I don't even know what movies are coming out. I don't know much about. I usually just skip all the trailers I see on YouTube. I don't like going to theaters that much though, because it's so expensive. Where's the new movies? You watched Lucy at work last week because you had no projects. Nice. How was it? At the beginning, it looks like a Nike commercial. What? Movies. What movies? Oh no. Okay, no notifications, please. I don't know. I feel like I usually just like. There's another Jurassic World movie. What the hell? But yeah, there's I usually just like wait for like YouTubers and stuff to say which movies are good, and then I watch those. Or if people are like, "Oh, this movie's so good, you gotta watch it." Yeah, I don't know. In the future, I might watch Thunderbolt or the movie Sinners. I heard Thunderbolt was good, but I haven't watched any superhero movies in so long. A cat just entered your house through the window yesterday, and I closed it without noticing it. Oh no! So I got locked the whole night in the room. It left when I opened the window today in the morning, left me a present on the floor. I mean, to be fair, it was locked in there. It didn't have anywhere to go. I'm sorry though. Because I had to do with American football, but then halfway through the trailer, you're like, oh, Jordan Peele. Fair enough, fair enough. YouTube approved movies. I gotta trust my movie guys, you know? Like, do we trust movie reviewers these days after what like some movies get like terrible audience reviews and like really good critic reviews. Same with some good video games. I feel like there's like I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but sometimes I feel like, you know, they're being like they're all like connected somehow and they're all like, okay, they all decided that this movie is going to be highly regarded, but like no one actually likes it, you know? So I gotta trust my YouTube reviewers instead. Sinners was so mid. What is Sinners? You think Spider-Man? I saw when I was looking through the list, I saw Superman. I heard there's a Superman movie coming out. But I've never been a Superman fan. I have no idea. Probably said Sinners was good, so I watched it. No. Okay, we don't trust Moist Critical. Video. I don't actually. He's not one of the ones that I would watch for. I mean, I would trust him if he said maybe the movie was really bad. Because I feel like if it's really bad, then I think anyone can really judge that. You know, like if he's like the Minecraft movie was bad, then I'm like, okay, I'll trust you, man. But usually, like the movies he goes to watch thinking they're bad are probably not movies I would have paid to watch in the theater anyway. You know, like I'm not gonna pay $20 to watch the Minecraft movie. You know, so it's So I don't think I need to worry about that. And I have plenty of movies that I know are good that I can watch. But yeah, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Mellow Mart. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Welcome in, Kalani. Lots of yapping, lots of yapping. How are you? For me, you don't trust any movie reviews. Gotta go determine it for myself. But what if every movie review is saying it's really bad? Would you still go see it? I feel like I don't necessarily trust like good reviews. I mean, it depends, but like I think if everyone is saying it's bad, it's probably right. You know? I'm back. Oh no. Finally told Miji that him is gonna be the film of the year. I don't know why you're trying to convince me, Chikado. I thought I loved Get Out. I'm a big Jordan Peele movie fan. Yeah, I've done it before. Was there any movie that was really, really disliked that you went to see and you liked it? Was playing with your friends last night and died and lost your master ball? Wait, what were you what were you playing? You lost your master ball. You were playing Pokemon? I have no idea. Just calling it now is all. Okay, okay. Speaking of horror, you finally got to watching Sinners. Oh, okay. We were just talking about Sinners. Nitro wants to see it, and then Chicano says it's mid. What is your consensus? Kalani died. Cobblemon, Minecraft, Pokemon. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, I think you posted a screenshot or something, right? Of the I didn't know what that was. Cause I saw it was Minecraft, but I was like, what? I'd be curious and I'd be like, why is it bad? And go, oh, later. I feel like I wouldn't waste my time, you know? Like I feel like there's only so many movies I can watch in a year, you know? So I don't wanna watch ones that people say are good. One of movies some one movie some people didn't like at first was Detective Pikachu. Did you like it? I don't I don't know. I'm not I don't think I've ever seen any Pokemon movies. Even Detective Pikachu, I don't think I've seen. I watch the Twilight Saga once a month. Does it get better at each watch? I have not watched Twilight. I haven't watched Twilight since like around the time it came out, I'm pretty sure. I don't even know if I watched Breaking Dawn. Like I read all the books. I was a big fan of the books as a kid, but I don't even know if I watched Breaking Dawn. I've definitely watched a lot of videos about Twilight. So I remember what the movies were like, but I don't know. I remember I went to a Twilight convention with my friend because she was really into Twilight. Like I was like, I liked Twilight, but I wasn't like super into it. She wanted to go to this Twilight convention, and the actor for Carlisle and Jasper were there. I remember this specifically. It's a mod, first time playing it. The next thing I knew, hours flew by. Glad you're having fun. We live in Twilight. We should just go outside Twilight. True, true. Gwen, I could take you on a Twilight tour. I'll find the places that, or here, Chicano will find you the places that they filmed in. Did they film in? They must have filmed in Vancouver. No, no. Or did they film in Washington? Either way, I'll find the places. I'll find the Twilight places. We can reenact the scenes. Twilight road trip. Let's go. You feel that way about Tokyo Drift? Hella cringe, but you love it. I think Twilight's a classic. I think it's so stupid, but it's a classic. You know, like it's like when you think about it, you're like, wow, was a movie really like this? But then like it's just iconic. I don't know what else to say. Like that's how I feel about also Glee. Glee is really stupid, but I'm like it's kind of iconic. It's in Forks, Washington, but movie is filmed in BC. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually filmed in Forks, Washington though. Like a lot of times they're not, right? Like they just pretend and it's actually BC. But maybe that was before they started filming everything here. I think I remember when Gwen putting Miss Marvel on a low tier, and then when I watched it recently, I totally got it. I liked it. I didn't think it was like super good, but I thought it was cute. Like as like if you watch it as if it's like a teen show, you know, or like a pre-teen show, like kind of like Nickelodeon age show, and I feel like it's not like really good in its like content and its writing or anything like that. But I thought Miss Marvel, the like I forgot her name, Kamala. I thought she was quite endearing. Is that her name? Is her name Kamala? It must be something like that, right? The Olympic Peninsula is hella twilighted out though. What's the Olympic Peninsula? Every time someone mentions Glee, it reminds me of what wound up happening to the cast. Like, yeah, there's a lot of tragedies on the cast and crimes on the cast, but it's still an iconic show. Everyone, I know some people think there's like a curse on the show or whatever. I think there's still a lot of people. I don't know. I've seen some funny scenes from Twilight. I hope they're out of context. They probably weren't, Ricky. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it at least once. The west side of Washington State, it's always wet and green and full of vampires, including you. You say you're a vampire. That could be you. Maybe when you say you're a vampire, you really mean Edward Cullen vampire. No, I think some shows or some movies, some shows, they're not good, but they're like good, you know? Like they're not actually like in terms of like actual quality of cinema, they're not good, but they like you can't help but enjoy them. But yes, probably me, exactly. If I was a vampire, you'd be Blade. Is he a vampire? He could be sparkly. That could be you. This Twilight was crazy, man. Like Twilight was so crazy. That's you with the weekly Barbie movie. You gotta put some Twilight in there as well to break things up. What else? What else? I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of like but like I think the Hunger Games as a book and as movies, they still hold up. I think they were actually well done. Like out of all the like there were so many teen dystopian shows and or like books and movies and stuff, but I think Hunger Games was actually genuinely well written and like well thought out. You know, like the universe made sense and it also made sense as like a metaphor for, you know, like dystopian is meant to be like a warning or like a metaphor for like society. And I think it still holds up. It was done really well because like I think a lot of other dystopian YA fiction, like the when you really think about it, the metaphor does not hold up. Like it doesn't really make sense. It's not consistent. It's not well thought out. But I think Hunger Games genuinely was. Some respect on Blade's name. I actually don't really know what Blade is. I'm sorry. Do you mean Blade Runner? I don't know what Blade is. Yeah, Hunger Games was good. I'm tempted to reread those before reading the newer one. I haven't read the Hunger Games book since I was like 15, so I don't really know. But like, I know there's a new like Haymitch book, and I'd be curious about that. I didn't even watch the Rachel Zegler Songbird and Snake one. You know what Blade Runner is S tier too. Anything with the word blade in the name is S tier. Yeah, it's I feel like if I read the Hunger Games books now, they would still be enjoyable. I think I gave my books away though. I think I must have donated them at some point. I gotta run some errands now. Okay, okay. Take care, Nitro. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, it's I'm curious about the Haymitch book. Like I'm curious about his experience. We already know a lot of things, but like I'm very curious about about the book. I wonder if they're still enjoyable to read as an adult. But I think a lot of adults are reading them, right? Because like a lot of people grew up, or a lot of people were teens when Hunger Games came out. It's been a while. It probably is more enjoyable to read than like something like Harry Potter, which is a lot younger. You read a book once? I was really into reading when I was like a kid or like into my teens. And then like once I was like maybe like 14, I probably stopped. I got like Netflix in grade 9 and then I was just watching shows instead and not reading anymore. A bit off topic, but cannot find immediate response if it's equivalent Spanish meaning of a word. What does burden mean to you guys? It means like it's a bit like it's like a responsibility that you didn't want, you know? Like, so if I gave you my baby and I ran away, sorry, that's a really stupid example. Okay, if I got a puppy and I gave it to you, and then you didn't want it, and but you have to take care of it. It's a burden. Sorry, I shouldn't call a puppy a burden, but you know what I mean, right? Can it be close to overwhelming? No, no. It's the actual like it's the actual responsibility that's the burden. You know, like having that burden can feel overwhelming, but the words are not the same thing. Yeah, it's a personal inconvenience. Yeah, I would say so. It's like I would say it's more of a responsibility, like something you have to do. Um, it's not necessarily inconvenient. I mean, it's inconvenient and it's like it's negatively affecting your life. You know? Yeah. Me too. Left to go get some milk. Yeah. Just remember that. I shouldn't call children and puppies a burden, but it's more like if you don't want them, you know. Like I feel like if you have your own child, you wouldn't say like, oh, what a burden. I hope you don't. I hope you do not call your own children a burden. But if it's like one you didn't want, then I guess it's a burden. Has anyone seen The Boy and the Heron yet? You've had to see it. No, I haven't seen it. Actually, like I haven't watched a lot of Ghibli movies. To be fair, like I think there's a lot of Ghibli movies I haven't watched. It's I've not. I don't know what movies are on my list right now. I have Crave. So there's a lot of good HBO shows. I know there's a lot of really well-known shows on HBO. But I don't know. I'm not that good compared to other Ghibli movies. Fair enough, fair enough. I feel like Ghibli movies have a very specific vibe. Like, and as a child, that vibe was scary. I feel like I cannot separate Ghibli movies from my childhood trauma of of Ghibli movies. You watching some Gilmore Girls? What is that even about? Is it like Gossip Girl kind of? Like a just a show about girls from Gilmore or named Gilmore? I don't know. I like a good comfort show. I don't know. I don't know what that would be right now. Girls who yap in Gilmore. Gilmore Girls is Giga Chad. I'll see that Keanu Reeves ad where he's watching Gilmore Girls. A mom and a daughter in a small town. I see. I see. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I never got into that one. I think growing up, what shows? Okay, I guess we were about to like expose our ages, so maybe this won't actually work. But like, what shows did you guys watch when you were like teenagers? Because I think when I was a teenager, I was watching, like, I watched How I Met Your Mother, I watched House, I watched Pretty Little Liars, and then, um, what else did I watch? I don't even know. Definitely wasn't one of those guys who watch Vampire Diaries. Oh my god, I know so many guys who watch Vampire Diaries. One of our family friends, like 50-year-old man and his son, my age, would be watching Vampire Diaries all the time. Like they'd be like so into it. They'd be like, "Oh no, what's her name? Elena, don't choose that guy." Like I was like, "What is going on?" But I was more of a Pretty Little Liars fan. That show also iconic. Makes no sense. No sense. I'm like the plot off the rails. Makes zero sense. But still iconic. Malcolm in the Middle was your show? I never watched Malcolm in the Middle. You watched Toonami? Is that anime? How I Met Your Mother in the Office is godly. I feel like How I Met Your Mother, it's like That show is also iconic. Like, not everything holds up about How I Met Your Mother, but it was still like a really well done show. Um, and like obviously, it's like looking back at it now, it's like kind of weird. Like you look back at Ted's behavior and you're like, ugh, like Ted? Ted, like, were we supposed to root for this guy? He's kind of awful, you know? You look back at those things, but there's a lot of episodes that are really well done. And I think they do like a lot of the silly concepts quite well. Like the concept episodes, like they have like a musical episode or stuff like that, you know? I think it's stuff like that is really well done. Team Damon all the way, okay? Did we all watch Twilight back in the middle school days? Yeah, yeah, everyone was watching Twilight, even the boys. Or reading Twilight as well. Lost, Firefly, House, and Scrubs. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I watched House. Malcolm in the Middle was so popular in Mexico, not gonna lie. But Malcolm in the Middle is a bit older, right? I think I might have missed that window. Um, Please tell me you've seen Community. I love Community. I didn't watch it till I was a bit older though. Um, Maybe like late high school I watched Community. But it's really good. Except for certain seasons, but overall the show really well done. Um Tsunami is like a show where they pass all anime shows like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, yeah, anime, weeb shows. Lost, Seinfeld, It's Always Sunny, Battlestar Galactica, and Star Trek. Nice. I feel like Lost was really, really popular. I never got in on the Lost train. I feel like it must have been so good while it was happening. You know, I've been watching. Do you guys know Mike's Mike on YouTube? He's been doing a Lost recap, and it's like it's so chaotic. Like just as someone who's never seen Lost, listening to this recap, I'm like, what the hell? And welcome in, Min. Hope you're doing well today. Early 2000s, yeah, I would have been like a baby. You're forced against your will to watch Twilight by your homegirls. Did you like it though? Community is good. Donald Glover was so good. Yeah, yeah. Community's great. You purposely pronounce the word bagel the way Britta does because of that show. Bagel. Some people actually do pronounce it like that. Favorite comedy shows are Friends and How I Met Your Mother. Nostalgia involved. Yeah, true. I think I like Parks and Rec and Brooklyn Nine-Nine the most. I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine is really good. I don't think now I could say that How I Met Your Mother is my favorite show. Cuz I feel like it's a great show, but like I don't know. There's a lot of things about it I don't like now. Cuz like now I look back at Ted, I'm like, come on. Come on, Ted. Why are you so weird? Why is Ted so weird? Lost during his heyday was crazy. The discussion. That's what Pretty Little Liars was like for teenage girls. And it also ended. You know, also the I don't know if Lost had a very unsatisfying conclusion to its mystery, but Pretty Little Liars did because the showrunner was just trying to like, if people guessed the solution to the mystery, she would change it, which is so stupid. I thought Star Wars does have Jar Jar, so that's hard to beat. As someone who watched the prequels recently, I didn't think Jar Jar was that bad. I thought the other parts were more cringe than Jar Jar. Like I thought Anakin was more cringe. And welcome in Armand. Community also did some concepts better than Back Mirror. The Meow Meow Beans episode 3 were able to post review on your classmates. But eventually create a hierarchy with the 5 stars ruling over everyone else. Yeah, I feel like How I Met Your Mother is kind of like in the middle of like Friends is like very realistic and Community goes all in on the concept episodes and How I Met Your Mother is like kind of in the middle, maybe it leans towards more realistic. But not opposed to having like a concept kind of thing. But Community goes all out and it's so well done. There's so many great Community episodes. I haven't watched it in a few years. Planning to do it with Kimmy to see how I feel about it. Which one is that? How I Met Your Mother? That's a long rewatch. You should actually watch Gilmore Girls though. I think you'd enjoy it. Probably. I like a good like low key kind of like No, not necessarily like I mean if it's like coming of age. I love a good coming of age. Like anything. Show, movie, game. Yeah, I haven't rewatched How I Met Your Mother in so long, but like I sometimes watch videos about it and stuff like that. Yeah, looking back at I'm a Ted hater looking back. Like best character, Marshall. Marshall did nothing wrong. Marshall did nothing wrong. Ted is kind of a creep. Let's be real. Ted is a bit of a creep. Um, it's only unnoticeable because Barney is more of a creep. You know, like it's like compared to Barney, Ted is not that bad. But when you actually look at Ted's behavior, he's a bit weird. Um, you should watch Prison School. What's Prison School? It's like cozy coming of age, slice of life. Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I like a good slice of life can be fun. Oh, also, people were talking about Prison Break. I recently rewatched season one, not recently, but maybe like a year ago. Rewatched season one of Prison Break. So good. Um, it still holds up. I went back and I was like, still holds up, still great. I feel the same way you do about Ted for Ross from Friends. They pretty much have a very similar role. Yeah, fair enough. Right? Like a nice guy. Like the nice guy. I know it's gonna recommending me an anime, Kalani. I can already tell by the title. I can tell. Only in Japan would they call something prison school. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's yeah, looking back at Ted, it's like what a guy, what a guy. But it still was a great show. There's a lot of things in it that was like, very well done. Plus, Ross felt really controlling with Rachel, especially after she got pregnant. Yeah, I've seen some clips from Ross being like really questionable. Like it's hard to tell which parts are just like played up for comedy and which parts are not. But like, yeah, it's really questionable behavior. Group of boys trapped in a school that's ran by girls, like a prison. It's like a prison experiment. Watch Solo Leveling, peak Korean webtoon. I feel like I've heard about this. Why have I heard the word solo leveling? Is it like infamous? Is it like well known for something bad? We all love the homie, Joey and Friends. I've never watched Friends. Don't do solo leveling. I wasn't planning to. I wasn't planning to. Um, First episode is so wholesome. Sure, sure. I don't trust you. I'm trying to remember a slip from Marshall, but it's beating me. Yeah, right? Marshall did nothing wrong. Let's be real. What did Marshall do that was bad? I don't know. I guess he quit his job and decided to go work for the environmental company. But then, like, I think that was okay. Yeah, it wasn't anything that bad. So wholesome, no limbs come off. That's okay. Limbs can come off. Major hates anime, but if it's made in Korea, I don't watch Korean anime either. It's we don't do that. Never watched or read a webtoon. Do you guys get ads for those weird like TikTok shows? Like, have you ever seen those weird like I don't know if they're like AI generated scripts, but they're like you get like an ad for like a weird show that's like filmed in portrait mode, and it's like oh like it's like some weird soap opera, but it's like really cringe. Did you guys get those ads? It's like so weird. I don't know what they are. Weird yeah, they're always Chinese shows, but like they're clearly not real shows. They're clearly like on TikTok or something. Like horrible acting. Yeah, they're so weird. I don't get it. I'm like, I don't know what. They seem just like AI generated or something. This is so strange. You ads speak Portuguese. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I do often get French ads. Like one Chinese shows and these weird ones pop up. Yeah, yeah. I don't even watch any Chinese shows and I get these ads. It's so weird. Like who's watching this? Sometimes I'm like watching the ad and I'm like, what am I watching? You know, and I keep watching and I'm like, what? You often get ads for a French energy company on Twitch. What? I get French Uber Eats ads and I don't know why. The only AI you see is the Bigfoot vlogs. I don't even know what that is. Like Bigfoot, like they are vlogging trying to find Bigfoot, or Bigfoot himself is vlogging. He's like day in the life of Bigfoot. People are trying to find me, but they'll never find me. Bigfoot himself. Oh, okay, that's better at least. You know, he's gotta make that ad revenue somehow. You know, he's gotta advertise his YouTube channel. He's just a small YouTuber, you know. He's gotta make his way up in the world. Go Bigfoot. Yeah, I can't remember what other ads I've been getting. I just get a lot of weird mobile ads as well. There's like really strange mobile ads I get. Like almost like running in the forest and he said, who swatted my stream? Oh no, not Bigfoot. The cops are chasing. What? They're chasing Bigfoot? How dare they? That's so weird. What could they possibly be advertising? Like their YouTube channel, I guess? That's so strange. Yeah, I just get stuff like that, like mobile game, a lot of mobile games, or some like some of the new games that come out, like Diablo. I used to get a lot of not Diablo. No, I think it was Diablo. No, Doom. The new Doom game. I kept getting ads for that. Which those ones make sense to me. But the weird mobile games those ones are annoying. Cause like at least it's not even like a real game really, you know? And I always wonder like who's playing this, you know? Like who's playing these like slop mobile games? I guess children? I actually have no idea. Yeah, it's not a huge fan of those. The Konian plays he's playing like what's that one? King Shot? Do you guys get those King Shot ads? They're so cringe. I don't know what they are. I'm like every time one comes up, I'm like, what am I listening to? Like I feel like I've just lost 3 years of my life listening to this ad. Like it's so weird. I remember getting a Monster Hunter Wilds ad a few months ago. Oh, I get constant Night Rain ads. Like I'm like, I've been playing Night Rain. Like, don't give me the Night Rain ads. He plays Pogo and Raid. Oh, Draconian has been on Raid Shadow Legends? No way. We gotta add him. Actual slander. Draconian, real Raid Shadow Legends player. You heard it here first. I think my music paused. We gotta get that K-pop back on. Nice. Maybe I've been getting French ads because I've been learning my French song, you know? Listening to French songs and then they're like, "Oh, time for French ads. You clearly speak French." You're enjoying the silence? Too bad, too bad. I'm sure there's a way to like take it out somehow because it's not in my VOD. Maybe you could separate the audio track somehow. You do? Oh no. No, not the K-pop stopping. Good time I even smiled for a few seconds and now he's back. Oh, good time. Like when you does play Pogo, you need to send a gift back. Oh, I've been playing my TCG Pocket. I recently got Guzzlord EX. Or Guzzlord EX. Miji when she gets the Night Rain ads, why are you showing me this? UV Pop already won. Exactly. I'm like, you don't need to convince me. I've already played it. You heard so many hours of K-pop in your life, and it's all been me just play. It's been the same. Like, how many songs are on this playlist? 127 songs. It's just these songs over and over, like every stream. Because surely each song plays almost once every stream. So it's like, it's on a very long playlist. We're just getting the same songs over and over. On my side, actually, it's very quiet. I have the music, like you guys can see, I don't have headphones in. It's playing out the speakers really quietly. So actually, I actually can't hear it very well. So you guys hear it more than me, I think. Newest pack is kind of mid. I wish they released packs in 2 to 3. I don't get the shiny ones. Like I don't really get the purpose of the shiny cards. I think they're kind of stupid. Cuz I don't think they're better than the other cards. And they're not even like a lot of them aren't even full art. And then, or they have like the boring background. They're in like a white void. What's your favorite song in your playlist? I don't know. Right now I don't think I have one favorite song. I don't think so. It's tough. It's tough. I think I got 57 hours on one playlist, and that's just Gen 2 and 3. Yeah, I have a pretty short playlist. If you can dance a little, maybe sing a few notes. K-pop artists. No, you have to dance a lot, and singing is optional. We all know. It's XG for her. Actually, I was watching a video of someone from XG singing. Because it came up. I was watching Le Seraphim concert videos because I was curious about what they do at their concert. And then an XG concert video came up. So I watched that. But it was just one member. It was just one person. I don't know who it was. Don't ask. I don't know who it was. Asian Glow, a Korean shoegaze artist I like, released a post-Rocky EP last week, and I've been listening to it so much. I've been listening to... I don't know. I don't think I haven't really added any new music recently. I've just been listening to Ariana Grande. I heard Ghost Battle from Undertale a few days ago, and I thought it was a banger. That one? Undertale music is so good. Same with Deltarune music. That's one thing you cannot fault Undertale for, you know? But that's with a lot of games. Like, you know, if you don't, even if you don't like the game, a lot of times you can't fault the music. You know, it's like, okay, the music is good. Describe said member. Imagine it's Maya reacting to Maya. I don't think it was Maya. I would have noticed if it was Maya. It was someone else. They were singing Never Enough. They were saying Never Enough, so maybe that narrows it down. I'm sure only one of them sings that. But then I was listening to it. It was live at their concert, and like no one in the comments said anything, but it was like there was so much autotune on the mic. I was like you could hear like moments through the autotune where you can tell that her voice is really good, but then there's so much, like some of it sounded just like robotic. I was like, get the autotune off her mic. get it off the mic. Like I was like, and you can hear like notes where you can hear like she has like a really healthy tone. It sounds good, but then the rest of it, it's like it's so autotuned, and it's a live concert. Like, come on. These days, you can't trust anything. Like, they can put autotune live. Usually, the autotune live is not that good though. It's pretty. It doesn't sound very natural. Some weeby have music. I mean, Toby Fox is a huge weeb. We all know this. I love Undertone Deltarune despite the weebiness of the creator. But it kind of, honestly, I went into Undertale first, but I never played a JRPG before. So I think even now, I think I miss a lot of JRPG stuff, you know? They got good natural vocals too. Yeah, it's annoying. Like when they auto-tune, they put a bunch of auto-tune on Wendy, and you're like, why are you doing that? Because really good singers sound worse with auto-tune, right? Because you're taking away all the vocal a lot of the vocal decisions they're making, artistic decisions, or and their voices just sound better without autotune. You still put WoW music in the background while you're doing coursework? Oh my god. WoW's a lot. I mean, WoW must have a lot of music. JRPGs? I mean, like Undertale is like a subversion of JRPGs, right? Like it's very inspired by like Earthbound and stuff. But I never played anything like that, so I think a lot of the subversions went over my head, but I enjoyed it regardless because the game is funny and cute and enjoyable. But I don't think I was ever like I think a lot of the meta commentary went over my head. What are your guys' top 3 most anticipated games? Honestly, like I was really looking forward to Deltarune, and it already came out like last week, like 2 weeks ago. So I think that would have been my most anticipated game, and same with Night Rain. But those also just came out recently, so I guess the rest of Deltarune, fair enough. Or I don't know. I don't know what else I would be looking forward to. Have you thought about learning Korean since you're into K-pop? I was learning Korean for a bit. Cause not because I was into K-pop, but because I was really into Running Man. And I learned a little bit. I can speak like a baby. But then after a certain point, I realized I would rather just put that energy into I'd rather just put that energy into the like improving my Japanese, because I actually use that. I'm not currently anticipating any game. Yeah, I'm not either. Is this P4R, GTA 6, and Onimusha? Onimusha? Sounds weird. A few years ago, he said Elder Scrolls 6, but I've lost confidence in that, and then Mass Effect 5. Fair enough, fair enough. But they've had so much time to work on it. It must be good. Witcher 4. Oh yeah, I forgot Witcher is having a new game. And Ghost of Yote. Let's see. You gotta play P4R. Oh, watch us not play it. Kimmy says my voice doesn't flow when I sing because apparently I'm more focused on the notes than the melody itself. You've been solfying your whole life, so it makes sense. I think when you become more comfortable, like, or if you can do those other things in a muscle memory sort of way, then I think that's how I learn songs, right? Like right now I'm learning a song and we focus on the notes at the start. And then afterwards we add like phrasing and dynamics and stuff like that. We don't add that till later. Cuz like when you first start, you can't do everything. Especially when you're just singing a new song. Like you focus on technique first and then and then artistic. The artistry. Running Man is peak, true. Is it Elder Scrolls 6 since 2018? Yeah, yeah. The new Witcher you play as Ciri, right? That sounds cool. I want to play as Ciri. I mean, Gerald's cool, but like, I want to play as Ciri. Persona 4 stories top 1. I don't know, man. We're like, the Persona stories are so anime. They're so anime coded, you know? Everyone's just remastering their IPs for 90 CAD. Yeah, exactly. You can play with your iPhone's AI Siri. Yeah. That's how it works for piano, and I guess every other instrument as well, but I never got to that point when singing. Yeah, fair enough. It takes time. It takes time. I was working on my song for weeks before I even got to the phrasing part, you know? There's a new Hawaiian show I can't wait to see on Apple TV later this year. It's about King Kamehameha. What is this Hawaiian show, Kalani? Before is murder mystery. It's peak. I see. They're remaking Just That Radio, your fave. Let's go. It's a goated leader on the war maps in Civ 5. I think maybe one was based off the other. Switch 2 prices are actual scam. Here, there's one company that has a literal monopoly on importing Nintendo into Scandinavia, and they're cooks. What? Wait, so it's like a third-party company importing it into Scandinavia? That's kind of a scam. Of course, he plays Civ 5 as well. Wait, Civ 5? Isn't Civ 6 the one people like? Can't remember. Chief of War. It's about how King Kamehameha became the king, became the king, and united the islands as one. Jason Momoa has Jason Momoa, but he's not the king. That's true. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times I don't trust it if they have like the main character as like someone like super well known. So maybe it'll be real good. It's on Apple TV though. Apple TV has some good shows. Apple TV has some really good shows, so I would have high hopes. They have exclusive contract with Nintendo. Interesting. But yeah, it's I think Apple TV tends to produce. I haven't watched all their shows, obviously, but they tend to produce pretty high quality ones. So hopefully they do it justice. The Switch 2 costs 904 Canadian. The Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition is 120 CAD. That's so expensive. Yeah, that's a scam. The guy playing the king is a local that is so deep rooted. Yeah, I think that's more. I think that's good. That's a good sign, you know. You broke a tradition and didn't pick up a Nintendo Switch 2 on launch. Yeah, what would you even play on it? Like, I don't have anything to play on the Switch 2 right now. Absolutely nothing. Exactly. I guess you could wait till Persona comes out, but like, is that on Switch or is that on PlayStation? If Zelda Super Mario Odyssey 2 comes, oh yeah, Super Mario Odyssey would be really fun. Momoa ain't got nothing on you. Draconian's so Hawaiian, damn. You've been playing Mario Kart? Nice. You've been beating people up in Mario Kart? Yeah, I'm not a Mario Kart gamer. Preparing for Gwen. You will never be prepared. Although we keep saying this, but what if Protagonist is actually better than Gwen? And we were just hyping up Gwen. But they've never competed, I don't think. She's gonna dust you? Yeah. I swear I've seen them. Have they raced? Or did they race on a stat stream? When Estat did that Mario Kart time? Can't remember. Gwen doesn't have a Switch 2. No. I think it's a stat stream. Did she beat you? What do you mean kind of? What do you mean kind of? I think it was a stat stream. Did you play on a stat stream, Protagonist? Because Gwen definitely did. I've been hyping Gwen up to put pressure on her in case I ever race her. Yeah, you gotta. I don't think she'll crack under the pressure though. I don't think she will. She plays online. You've raced Orpheus and Gwen, but maybe with separate races. I raced Protagonist on Mario Kart 7 and I got lapped, I'm pretty sure. But and then I raced Gwen on Mario Kart in the arcade. So I don't think it was the same thing. But I did lose to her, but it was in an arcade. So I don't know if the skills really carry over. I think Key might have won the race. I can't remember though. But I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think it's the exact same. Just say you're really bad at it, so she lowers the defense, then you strike. But I am really bad, Ricky. That's why it doesn't work. Like, I'm genuinely really bad. You just want an Animal Crossing sequel? Yeah. I did love Animal Crossing New Horizons. I haven't been on a stat stream in a long time. Yeah, the race was a long time ago. Yeah, it was like 3-4 years ago. You have a clip of you ruining I almost said it. Miria's name and day in Mario Kart. So he threw a bomb at her on the finish line and flew past her. Oh no. It's like, that's the worst. So you're like right at the end. Eugen's dance at the beginning of the song is pretty cool. The shoulder dance. It was in Just Dance and I was like, I could not do it. It's such a hard dance. So I hate Mario Kart. It's all RNG. No, 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 no. No, don't blame the RNG. Cause if it's always RNG, how does Gwen always win? You can have a clean line and be in the lead most of the race and Blue Shell or Bullet Bill. No, you only get Bullet Bill if you're at the back, man. Skill issue. Yeah, it's as someone who'd never played, the last time I played Mario Kart was like on the Wii. Going into Mario Kart 7, I was like, there was so much stuff. I was like, damn, there's all these new like items. There's like, you can like glide. There's like a glider. There's like, there's race courses where there's no laps. It's just like one long track. I was like, that was crazy. That was a crazy moment for me. If you lose to a Bullet Bill, it's a skill issue. Or it's me with my cheats on Mario Kart. Me on my DS with the cheats where if you get infinite bullet bills if you press the bumpers. It's one, yeah, I have scripts. I have scripts. Her R9. No, it was the edge card. It was the edge card. That DS doesn't work anymore though. The game shark. No, it was edge card. It was edge card. You have no idea if you're good or not. You've only played with friends, so you might all suck. No, Gwen said she can't play with her friends anymore because she just beats everyone all the time. So no, she said no one in her real life will play with her, so she plays online. The DS doesn't. No, my original DS from when I was a child doesn't work. The DS Lite. The one you gave me still works. Don't worry. It's holding up. But I used to play on. Yeah, the one that my brother got when he was like 10 years old. So that was a long time ago. You know, switch 2 for replacement. Right. My 20-year-old DS doesn't work. R9, what a time. I homebrewed my DS. My new DS that Chicano gave me. I homebrewed that one. Because like you can't even buy games anymore. So I homebrewed it. And then I guess I could have cheats on it now. But I didn't download any cheats. I just downloaded Cooking Mama and Nintendogs. And Rhythm Heaven. Love Rhythm Heaven. If they made a sequel to Rhythm Heaven and put it on the Switch 2, I would buy it. I would buy a Switch 2 immediately. I love Rhythm Heaven. Yeah, it's a new Nintendo. True, they make Nintendo Switch Dogs or Nintendogs Switch. Then I would absolutely buy it. I think that'd be so fun. $700 for Nintendo Switch. So worth. I think it would unironically be really popular if they made Nintendogs again. Like I think some people are ironically waiting for it, but I think a lot of people are unironically waiting for it. Cause like I would play it. Yeah, everyone's been waiting. Like Cooking Mama, Nintendogs. Like, where's the new Brain Age? Like, I want to hold my DS sideways and play Brain Age, okay? We need a new Katamari. True. We need aren't they all kind of the same? I don't know. Why haven't they made a Nintendogs mobile game? Yeah. It could just be like, why haven't they made Tamagotchi for your phone, you know? Have they? Maybe they have. But like they should. We need Tamagotchis and we need Nintendogs. Another reason to riot at Nintendo Corporate. Okay. I'll come down and we'll riot outside. Hold up signs. Nintendogs now. Nintendogs World, true, true. Open world Nintendogs would actually work, cause you could like go out on a walk and then you could just walk your dog around everywhere, right? That would actually work. Cooking Mama with current game quality would be top. Yeah, yeah, it would. You use the DS, you use the Joy-Cons and you're like chop chop chop. Can you imagine? Cracking the egg. Oh Miyamoto's on a weeb too. He's Japanese, he can't be a weeb. You could be walking with your dog and run into your friend with their dog. True. You could have knowing Nintendo, they would do something really weird with the online system, but like it could work. It could work. If they want to remake IP so bad, bring back Cooking Mama, Brain Age, and Nintendogs. True. I know. They gotta bring back the stuff we actually care about. We don't actually want to. What are they remaking? I don't know, but like we don't want it. Whatever it is, we don't want it. we want Nintendogs. Man, so I feel like we're not gonna get games like that again. Like who's making games like that? You need to put in their 50-digit friend code to meet up. Yeah, it would be like you'd have to put in, and then you'd have to like wait, and then it would like disconnect all the time. New Zelda. Exactly, exactly. I don't know. Like, what are they gonna do with the next Zelda anyway? Like, they're probably gonna make another Tears of the Kingdom style game, right? But I don't know what they will do, cause like they had Echoes of Wisdom, and that was like a spin-off, right? I don't know, but I don't know what they will do with the next entry, cause I can't see them going back to making like a Skyward Sword type game, right? Like, will they go back and make another linear game? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like people will want more Breath of the Wild. So who knows? Who knows what they will do? But it's a long way off. Make dogs petable, true. If we can't have Nintendo, we could at least have petable dogs. It's gonna be open world Twilight Princess? Open world Twilight Princess? Okay, okay. I'll suffer through the dungeons. Yeah, it's I mean, we all know how I felt about Tears of the Kingdom. I'll have to see what kind of game they make on a new. I kind of want to see like what kind of game they end up making. If they do make like a more linear kind of Zelda, I don't think I wouldn't enjoy playing it. Like, as much as there was things I liked about Skyward Sword, I didn't enjoy playing it that much. Like, there was a lot of things that I found really frustrating. Like, and I was like, it was just a bit tedious at times. So I don't know. The dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom were the joke. You could just climb the fire temple. Yeah, but I was stuck on every single one, man. And welcome in MX. Hello from Canada. You soured on Echoes. I thought replaying it would be fun with different Echoes, but meh. Yeah, I knew that game wasn't for me, so I never really attempted to even try playing it, but yeah. I don't know much about it. I just know about like the glitches. Because people were speedrunning and there was like really weird glitches where you like put the table down or whatever. All I know is that part. But yeah, I think like definitely with Skyward Sword, I just felt like a lot of it was kind of like a chore to get through. Like, I enjoyed streaming it because it was fun to play. It was fun to play, like, even games I don't personally enjoy, it can be fun to stream. But I draw the line at when I played Pokemon Diamond, I was like, or I played Pokemon Pearl, I guess. That one was so unenjoyable to play that, like, we had fun moments while streaming it, but did I enjoy playing it? No. Like, I was like, man, this is so tedious. Like, I almost gave up. I really almost gave up on playing Pokemon. Echoes of Wisdom didn't really grab you. Yeah, just nothing about it really appealed to me personally. Cause like for me, it's like there's got to be a good story or a good like or the gameplay will be really enjoyable to me, but it really depends. You think you're more of an RPG guy? I don't even know if I'm an RPG guy. I think I like games with good stories, fun concepts. I think like very creative concepts, like stuff that's kind of like outside the box, or just like really well done combat. Because I like Elden Ring for the combat. But like for example, like a really RPG game like Pokemon or Baldur's Gate, it's like I don't really necessarily like it for the RPG aspects. Can I ask what you had for breakfast today? I had naan bread. I forgot the J in that. Yeah, we can bench Kano. Yeah, I accept. But yeah, I don't think I necessarily like the RPG. I didn't. The one thing I really don't. I was literally about to say before you sent that. I was literally about to say the one thing I don't engage with and I don't like doing is like putting new weapons and stuff on my character. I was literally about to say the opposite as you. I hate like picking stuff up in the map. Like when I'm going around, I hate picking stuff up, getting new items and being like, oh, is this better than what I have right now? And then like comparing it and then like putting it on, you know? Like I hate that. I hate that. I didn't touch any of it. I kept my starting clothes the whole time. And then if I get Jack will just be like, oh, this weapon is better than yours. Put it on. And I just put it on. That's it. I don't even know what I'm holding. If you ask me to name 3 weapons from the game, I could not. So that's my experience. I like the spell, so. I thought there was too many spells, but I like the spells. There were some cool ones. But there's a bunch that I just like, you can like move the spells like on when you play on controller, you can just move the spells to like the farther scroll wheels, and I just move them over there. All the ones I don't use, I just move them over. Or like unmap them. Big bottle. Thank you. I'm very hydrated. It's 1.2 liters. Good they keep hydrating. Yes, it is. And welcome in, Camille. You subbed to my YouTube channel. I don't really post on YouTube anymore, but thank you. I post my VODs, but I don't post on YouTube. Like actual videos. But I appreciate it. I gave up on my YouTube career. My non-existent YouTube career. I never got my payout, by the way. I became qualified to get money, but they don't pay you. They don't pay you till you reach $50, okay? And I was at like 30 something dollars. I was at like 30 something dollars, and then they said your account is too inactive, so we're canceling your you can't make any more money. So then they canceled it. But then now I feel like I would have reached $50 because some of my older videos were getting views. So I feel like I would have reached $50. Actually, yeah, they scammed me out of my $30. How dare they? Come on, Google, you don't need that money. Give it to me. We just gonna be the Nintendo YouTuber when the new one comes up. Oh, sure, yeah, I'm down. She's gonna breed Lucas. Me and Luca will start a YouTube channel. Oh, you mean the VODs? YouTube, nice. Yeah, I do post on there. I like to keep all my VODs. $50 US? I think so. You have to be active? I didn't know. I think you have to either post enough or get enough views in the long term, I think. Something like that. I think I was just like very inactive, so I'm not sure. Welcome in red. That $30 belongs to you and the other shareholders will enjoy your 0.000001 cents. There used to be this Japanese cooking channel I loved called Cooking with Dog, and the dog was a poodle and it died. Oh no. Yeah, that's sad. Now it's not like I guess they can't do Cooking with Dog. I love a good dog YouTube channel, you know? It's the best part of the show, of course, of course. I guess that's bound to happen. Poodle top dog. I don't know. I don't know. My Havanese dog, pretty good. um, Recently I've been finding like because Luca's like blind, right? He gets scared when other dogs approach him quickly because like he doesn't know he can't see them coming, right? So he if a dog just runs up to him, he gets really scared, right? And a lot of people I noticed, like since then, I've noticed a lot of people just have their dogs off leash and they let their dog just like run up to you, right? And you're like, and then they're like, "Oh, our dog's friendly," and you're like, "Okay, but my dog's blind. Like he cannot see your dog coming. Like, please do not let your dog like just run up to us." And but a lot of people just like don't care. I've realized. And even before he was blind, he would be kind of scared if big dogs run up to him. If the dogs come up like slowly, he's sometimes okay, but a lot of times he was scared as well of larger dogs. Poodles are cool when you give them sweet haircuts. Yeah, they can have some good haircuts for sure. You like my room? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of people don't keep their dogs very well behaved, you know, like you never know. Yeah, it's my Nintendo dogs would never do that. Um Gudetama sees all the dust. So I yesterday I realized there was it was very dusty. So I vacuumed yesterday actually. Gudetama sees a nice clean floor. Can you fix your dog's eyes? No, unfortunately not. Your late dog was so mean and unfriendly. And this one college guy came up and was like, "Is she friendly?" Before I could um before I could say anything, she was like he pet her and she was growly but didn't bite. Yeah, what? I always it's always good to ask people, right? Like I think a lot of people don't realize that not all dogs are friendly, right? Like some dogs have a lot of trauma. Some dogs are kind of freaked out or unwary of strangers, you know? So like a lot of people are like, "Oh, my dog's friendly," but then like someone else will your dog might be running up to a dog that's not friendly. And Kalani, thanks for the bits. Didn't even flinch. Where's my dog right now? At my mom's house. It's not my dog. Doggy like Cavalier. Oh yeah, those are cute as well. All dogs are cute. I don't have any breeds that I really don't like. You know, all dogs are all good. Um, you're getting there, Kalani. Kalani's getting a bad return. Kalani has used that probably like 100 times, and I've only been scared like 1 or 2 times. It's a really low return rate. Um, expect the unexpected. I gotta play the new Alien game when it comes out. I know they're working on one, finally. After all these years, they're finally gonna make another Alien game. Um, you like watching YouTube shorts of service dogs working? Oh yeah, yeah. But you'd be surprised how many people will like ball their service dogs when they're like when you're not supposed to do that. I feel like people just see dogs and they're like, I gotta pet this dog, you know? My dog's name is Luca. What about those hairless Mexican dogs? They look like Resident Evil dogs. That you know, that's not their fault. It's not their fault they're hairless. One of my friends growing up, she had a hairless cat, and it was kind of cute actually. It would like jump on your shoulder, like really, really, really strangely. Like it would just like jump up and sit on people's shoulders, even though it was a decent sized cat. It was like this big. I've never seen a cat that does that. You gotta be focused on something. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I try when I'm not looking at chat. I'm always looking at chat though. Like if I'm just chatting, there's not much else to look at. You know? I have myself on this screen and myself on this screen. I have myself on both screens. And then I have my chat as well. So, but there's like actually like 3 chats on the screen. If that makes sense. Like I have like my chat window, and then I have like my stream, what my stream looks like, and the chat is here, right? And that's showing up twice. No, there's actually 2 Mijus, 3 chats. So you guys are still winning. Resident Evil 9, you're excited for 2. Oh yeah! Look, is that Kaya behind you? But I can see behind me, Kalani. Oh look. What's there? Never gonna be able to time that, man. Today you fed a stray cat. Oh, nice. No, yeah, it's 3 chats, 2 Mijus. It's like you gotta just check where everyone is. I gotta see myself in every monitor. Also, there's not much to look at on screen anyway. Made her look. Wow, you got me. You got me good. 2 Mijus would be a nightmare. No, that sounds good to me, honestly. Think the more Mijus, the better. We will team up and commit crimes. No, we wouldn't commit crimes. Let's double the bomber beams. True. Maybe if you have 2 Mijus, one of them could game, you know? Although I've been gaming. You guys gotta see me on Night Rain. I've been you know, I wouldn't say I'm like completely dead weight, you know? Like I'm like, you know, my contribution might be like net neutral, maybe slightly positive. Like if it's like a scale from -10 to 10, I'm like 2. Like 2. Sometimes I'm dying a lot, but sometimes I'm helping. Miju army, it's time. We would do so well. Double the zombies will get us. Exactly. We get the cool Miju if she games. I've been gaming. Yeah, I've been playing Genshin. You guys just don't count Genshin as a real game. Like, I'm gaming hard on Genshin. I play like almost every day. The other Miju is an RPG guy. Hey, you got 2 Baldur's Gate streams. Don't complain. I tried playing Baldur's Gate, but it was hard. And then the AIs were so bad. You remember the AIs? She was just casting Sanctuary every turn. Like, why was she casting Sanctuary every turn? Someone needs to fix that AI mod. Just games off stream. Yeah, I should call myself Miju Games off stream. Yeah. That's me. You also game, just not on stream. Exactly. Next Baldur's Gate stream, you'll be the AI. Are you gonna stay up till like 2 a.m.? My computer's I need to upgrade my computer for that. You remember the 40% of a 2060. I don't know if I ever told Chikano this as well. I was opening my task manager while I was streaming, and it was using 60% of my GPU. I wasn't even playing a game yet. And then like, and then no wonder Baldur's Gate was like crashing when I was streaming it. Other Miju blew up Gale and me using all my channel points. Yeah, that's me. The other Miju is a Gale hater. Shown past tense. What was using all the percent? Let me check. And welcome in, Dion. Hope you're doing well today. The encoder? Yeah, I think it's mostly encoding. Okay. The GPU, yeah, it's OBS. Because I actually I encode multiple quality settings. Like if you check my stream, I have like 1080, 720, and one lower, I think, like that. So I'm actually streaming like 3 streams at once. So right now I'm using 60 something percent of my GPU. And Firefox is using 15%. That's why. I think maybe the stats are a little bit fake because the encoding, it's like NVNC encoding, and there's like a specific encoder on your GPU that's not related to the game performance, but it does use more. It does use the rest of it as well, I think. On mobile, of course. You watch Twitch while playing Baldur's Gate 3. Twitch will sometimes lag horrendously. I think it's a VRAM issue. Yeah, it's like there's not enough of something, you know. So Baldur's Gate was not cooperating while streaming. So I think there's no way I could stream like Inzor or something like that. With my current computer. If I'm just playing the game, it's totally fine. But streaming at the same time, it doesn't like it. You're doing good. I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. Hitting the dance right now. Let's go. Guess it's time to get the 5090. We'll play on my stream. What? Are you being for real? If you stream, I'll be a cameo. I'll control half your. Okay. Challenge run. Draconian's first stream. Challenge run. Challenge run. He controls one character. I control the rest on Baldur's Gate. And then he has to survive. Like, yeah, he has to keep all of us alive. That's the challenge. At least it's not Gwen though. She would fireball you. I wouldn't fireball you. I would go supportive. I would just heal everyone. Which apparently is not good because it's like using potions in Pokemon. You shouldn't just keep healing, you should just attack. You can call him a weeb and remain unbanned. True. Yeah, Draconian wouldn't ban you. God help us all. Kalani, you want to try out the challenge run as well? I would be at least better than the AI, okay? I would not cast Sanctuary every turn. Like, what the hell is Sanctuary? But you would have to get used to every 5 turns. I'd be like, give me long rest. I'm out of spell slots. Give me long rest. Every time. Because I never have spell slots. Or you get used to me saying, if you're like, hey, I'm dying, can you heal me? And I'm like, I don't have spell slots. That's what you gotta get used to. That's what happens constantly on my co-op playthroughs. Either like, can we long rest? Or I don't have spell slots. I can't do anything. You have Hogwarts Legacy? I have not played Hogwarts Legacy. Having a healer in Baldur's Gate 3 is broke mentality. I've been playing Shadowheart Life Cleric. It's so good. I did a run recently with friends that she casted a sanctuary and a goblin next. Okay, but like misclicking is so valid. It's like it's so hard. It's so like I'm pretty sure Zirconian did some pretty bad misclicks as well. So like playing on keyboard and mouse is like it's rough. You think that until you see the light cleric? That sounds like the same thing to me. I said life cleric. Wait, is life cleric not a real thing? Is there life cleric and light cleric? You can't misclick 5 feet away from me. You can, Kalani. It can happen. You're on her for a month. Domain of Death? Radiant and fire damage. Oh, okay. I was just healing. I was like, man, I'm doing so much healing. I can full heal my team, like, immediately. She played 3 runs. Okay. Yeah, it's I did like I think I like the I don't really understand like I thought the sorcerer would be good because I was running a spell slot And I could get spell slots back, but it didn't work out. The amount of times I've attacked nothing because the enemy character model moved 1 centimeter. You gotta use like the portrait thing. Like the lock-on thing on the portrait. That's the nice thing about controllers, that you just like cycle between the characters. You don't actually, you can't like, you can free click, but like you wouldn't, you know? I think it's, I would not do well on the keyboard and mouse. It would not work out for me. You should see my main. He has a cool Oni Kabuki mask. On what? Your main on Street Fighter? You zoom in on the target? What? On Street Fighter? Okay, you can send me your main. With the sawed off port, okay. Yeah, you can show me. I'll be like, that's cool, buddy. Your scroll wheel is broken. I can't. Oh yeah, my scroll wheel is broken too. I think I should just get a new mouse. I don't know if I should get the same mouse or a different mouse. Because the scroll wheel does not work. He is cool? Yeah, I know I would tell you. That's cool, buddy. Is that not correct? That's yeah, I need to continue my patch 8 playthrough at some point, but haven't gotten around to that. You want to get a non-Logitech mouse because you've both had issues with their scroll wheels? Can you just like pick a mouse and then I'll just get the same one? Can you find a nice wireless mouse and I'll get the same one? Get a Razer mouse? Can someone find me a nice wireless mouse that's a small mouse, like this size? That'd be good. Thank you. Because I don't know what other mouse to get. There's so many mouses out there, you know? I was like, could not be bothered. You have a Logitech G703, let's go. Mine, it jumps around, right? It just jumps around. It's so annoying. You're like trying to scroll through and it just like, you scroll like 2 times, it goes up 2 times, down 1 time, and you're like, oh, that didn't help at all. You got a badass gaming mouse to double click Street Fighter and scroll Discord and YouTube? Yeah, I mean, all I do is scroll and the scroll doesn't work. That's exactly what mine does. Yeah, the Logitech! We're anti-Logitech here. Do not. It's not even, like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Going downhill. This mouse is not even that old. My brother got this for me, like, 2 years ago. It's really not that old. And it's not like I scroll extremely heavily, you know? I don't play that many keyboard and mouse games. Like, the only keyboard and mouse game I play was, like, Stardew Valley. Right? I'm playing Stardew Valley. And my mouse doesn't work anymore. It's not like I'm, like, abusing my mouse, okay? You're serious. You're stealing it? Yeah, Razer, Steel Series. I mean, there's a lot of other options. I don't think I necessarily even need a gaming mouse because I don't necessarily like Steel Series is like the knockoff one. You know those hardcore FPS mic with the frame with the holes in it? That's what my brother has. He always asks me for a new mouse. He's like, oh, do you want for your birthday? He's like, oh, a new mouse. And I'm like, don't you already have one? He's like, oh, but this one's 4 grams lighter. And I'm like, okay, bro, sure. It's a $200. Okay, I don't want a 200. Guys, like $100 max. I don't need a fancy mouse. I might just get the cute cat one that Gwen was looking at. I feel like that'd be, but then I feel like that scroll wheel will probably break too. You'll got the chat mix plus Bluetooth to your phone on the mouse. On a headphone. Oh, headphones. I was like, what are you talking about? Kalani Gaming. Hey, bro. I got this guy at 3 o'clock into the night. You lasted 3. Oh yeah, you're trying to pay $30 for a mouse. Yeah. This one I think was 60, and then it broke after 2 years. So like, maybe I just need a cheaper one. If it's only gonna last 2 years anyway. I'm not paying $200 on a mouse. Some people do. Some people do. I think my brother does. But he's like genuinely good at FPS games, so he probably knows stuff I do not. He seems unset going out of their way to 3D print bare bones mouse frame to take the guts of another mouse and install them just to save like 3 grams. For real, for real. Does it really make that much of a difference? They got some frugal brands on Amazon. Definitely worth. I should just get a cute one to match my setup because I got my cute blue and white keyboard. It's a very nice keyboard, so I think it's gonna last me a while. But I guess I could get a matching one with the mouse. Don't know. But I haven't decided. I've been putting off getting a new mouse, but every time I scroll, I'm like, oh, I should get a new mouse. But then I never do. But Corning got an expensive mouse. This RPG guy took it real serious. He needs to sweat extra hard with Baldur's Gate. He's like, I need a light mouse. I need a Baldur's Gate button on the mouse. I don't know what you would need specifically for Baldur's Gate, but it's something. Remember a few years ago there's a controversy with this one Valve Pro open pre-orders for his mouse but didn't release any specs or even pics of the thing. What? Come on. I hope my brother didn't buy that. You saw the Razer Death Adder from 2020? I don't know anything about mice. I'm sorry. All I know is mine is a Logitech. that's the extent of my knowledge. And I know some mice have the holes in them and they're really light. And my brother, I can't even get hand-me-down mice for my brother because he only uses wired ones. And I'd prefer a wireless one because I just want less cables. Because I have so many. You guys have no idea how many cables I have. As a streamer, I have so many cables. Got your Razer and lost a dongle, so now just charge and collect dust. You get a replacement. It's probably cheaper to just get a new mouse at that point. Wired mouse is a deal breaker for me. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, I'll trust your research then. I thought maybe you would want a wired one. But yeah, the wire picks up so much dust, which is really annoying to me. I just have like infinite cables, so I just rather like, you know, I just rather have one less cable. And if I'm actually really sad that my keyboard is not wireless because I think it would have been totally fine if it was wireless, but I couldn't find a wireless one of this one. It was really cute. And it wasn't even the small size. Like I have these buttons on the side. It's a bit annoying. And I have function keys. But sometimes the function keys are useful, to be fair. I like eBay the dongle because Razer doesn't sell it separate. You may as well just get a new mouse at that point, yeah. You're looking into good wireless. Yeah, you may as well. Like, unless you're like going real sweaty on the FPS games, like, you probably wouldn't really care about the lag, you know? It's just more convenient to have a wireless one. Yeah, I'll get a new one eventually. I have a bunch of stuff plugged into my PC right now. F2 is required. What is F2 for? What does F2 do? I'm not gonna press it. After the incident where chat told me, they're like, oh, you can make the game full screen by pressing Alt F4. It was not true. I'm not a F keys gamer. I never use them. You got your $20 SteelSeries wired mouse, gets the job done. Fair enough. Your keyboard is a ducky. Yeah, those are really cute. There's so many cute keyboards out there, man. Like I really like this keyboard, but I wish it was wireless and I wish it was smaller. Cause the wire is annoying, but I'll deal with it. It was really expensive. It was like $250, so I gotta use it till it breaks. F2 renames files. Oh, I didn't know that. I actually like am really bad at using computers, even though it's part of my job. Especially Windows computers, I don't know anything about them. I installed a game the other day with a launcher, and then it wasn't on my desktop, and it wasn't in my taskbar, and I was like, where the hell did this game go? Like, I was like, I installed it, and then I like couldn't find it afterwards. I was like, there's no like folder just for like applications. Like, where did it go? I had to go into like my program files, and then it was in there. I was like, that's so stupid. I have a 60 when I should have done 65. You want a bigger one? I want a smaller one. I have a 65, I think, and I think I would prefer a smaller one. You want to build a keyboard? I'm not interested in ortholinear. I don't know what that is. Media arrows for so many games. Yeah, the arrow keys are nice. You don't think I use any Bluetooth main device on your PC? Really? They can be kind of useful though. I feel like you may as well get like a Bluetooth Wi-Fi motherboard, right? Probably 60, 40 is not enough. Yeah, some of them are really small. Big fan of spending less money as possible now. Frugal. This is your frugal era. It's time. You stick to 65 and 75 because I don't really use F keys that often, so I could just use the shortcuts for those. Yeah, I don't actually use my F keys. But yeah, I wish I had a slightly smaller keyboard. Ortholinear is where all the keys are in a right grid, not staggered, like basically all keyboards. But wait, but your muscle memory, isn't that tough? I feel like I couldn't change the layout of my keyboard. I feel like that'd be so hard. Creamy over clacky keys. Yeah, I don't like the really, really clickety-clackety keys. The custom keyboard rabbit hole goes... Yeah, it can get really expensive really fast. You get used to it pretty fast. I don't really have a strong preference. I just feel like I'm used to this, so I've never thought about changing it. As long as I got function alt. Yeah, I feel like if as long as you press like function and then the number, I think that'd be fine. I've never been like, oh, I really need the function keys, you know? Personally. And I've never once used these ones on the end. Like scroll, lock, pause, insert, home, end, page up, page down. Do you guys use those? Like what? Who uses those? Your keys are so clicky, it drives me nuts. I can't hear stream while typing. Oh god, yeah, that's terrible. I'm not gonna add those via USB, but in terms of mice, keyboard, headphones, and controllers, you'd rather wires. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. But sometimes they have like the dongle, right? It's like wireless, but it's not Bluetooth. But yeah, that can work. Home and end are super useful in Excel when entering text. Okay, you're the one who needs these keyboards. I don't think I ever need them. You use home and end, really? Page up and page. What do you use? What does home and end mean? In Excel. In Excel. End? Home end? You make me circle. True. I've never used home and end in my life. I only recently found out what print screen does. Go to the start and end of a line. What? Okay, actually, I do use that a lot in Vim. Kind of useful, but I don't need that on my personal computer. I need to commission someone on Etsy to make some custom keys for me. Oh no, you're going down the rabbit hole, Kalani. Home is the upper leftmost cell filled in. End is the bottom rightmost cell. Okay, you're clearly a much heavier Excel user than I am. I don't even have Excel. Sometimes I use Google Sheets, but I'm not an Excel guy. So I guess we have very different use cases for our keyboards. I even know where half my keys are with my 60%. True. It's keycaps, not actual keys. Aren't they still expensive though? I don't know. I just got a cute keyboard from the start, so I'm happy with this. Yeah, it's I haven't gone down the. I don't really care about custom keyboards or anything like that. I just want a cute desk. You know, I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's we'll see. Full anime themes. Come on, man. It's a sushi escape key. Sushi escape key? No, yeah, I've seen like you can get like custom keys for certain ones, right? But I already have like a whole theme going on. I don't think I need it. I feel like the ones that are really, really, really tough. Yeah, $50 for a whole keyboard is not bad. I was just judging you on the anime part. I think keyboard, yeah, and it has like whale designs on it. But like already like the escape key and stuff is like already themed. Seen a sick Genshin one. Was it Kaya? The song brings back memories to the time you were looping this. It's a great song. Is it full size? No, it just has like just these keys. I think it's full size, but not with like a number pad, right? I think that's what it is. I think it's 75%. I'm not really sure. Don't know much about it. But yeah, I really like this design, and they didn't have a smaller one. The huge keyboard Miji's. It's just because it's really close to the camera. I couldn't lift it up closer because it's like the cable. It's a normal size keyboard. We just should play Say Yes by Punch Feet Loco. Don't know what that is. Looks like a TKL. Don't know what that is. You guys are just saying stuff I don't know now. Yeah, it has the arrow keys on the separate part. I have no idea. The mixture of no, it's just close to the camera. It's just that's what it is. 10 keyless without the number pad. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because it has the full function keys and it has the arrow keys on the side, but there's no number pad. Number pad is a bit too far. But I'm honestly okay with this size. Like I like the really tiny ones. I think it's useful, but I do use the arrow keys to play games and stuff, so whatever. I have a big desk anyways. I have like a really like it's probably like a good, I don't know. It's a pretty big desk. Numpad is for the real Excel guys, true. You don't care at all how they look, as long as you feel comfortable for worker kids. You guys will hate my setup. Oh god. It's gonna be so ugly, isn't it? You have a big mouse pad too? Yeah, my mouse pad's like this big. The problem with the numpad is your arms go so far apart when you're gaming. Yeah, that's true, yeah. I feel like this is comfortable. If I'm on WAS to play Stardew Valley and I'm using the mouse, like I think it's comfortable. But I generally try to use a controller when possible. Cause I kinda like sitting back like this. You know? I don't like having my arms up here. It always feels quite uncomfortable. And welcome in Star for doing well. I was getting close to ending stream, I'm sorry. I was gonna go eat some lunch. That was my plan. How can you sweat when reclining? Your back sweats because it's touching the seat. you just sweat in different place. What you gonna eat? I don't know. I haven't decided. I'll have to see. Actually, I might eat leftover pizza. I made a pizza last night. Like I made the dough, and then I put stuff on it. You got cantaloupe. What? That sounds so good. I want cantaloupe. I bought strawberries yesterday from the store, and then when I got home, I went to go eat them last night, and then they were all so soft. They were like, I was like, oh, I got like a bad batch. They looked really good in the container. Like I always check to make sure they're not moldy. I open it up, they're all like extremely soft, even though they look completely fine from the outside. I was so disappointed. So my strawberries I can't eat my strawberries. I finished drawing was taking you forever for your profile picture, but I ended up looking like Link more, so it will stay. What? Show us the photo though. Show us the picture. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat my pizza now, and not my strawberries. Yeah, I need to throw them in the compost. Disappointing though, it's like a whole pack of strawberries. I paid $5.99 for them, and They're all bad. So disappointing. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat lunch now. What kind of pizza? I put pepperoni slash ham. I guess it wasn't pepperoni, it was more like ham. And then I put green peppers, onions, and maybe other stuff. I can't remember. It wasn't Hawaii. I don't have any pineapples. But yeah, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great month. Get out of here, Angel. Come on. But yeah, I will be streaming. If you want more yapping, I'll be doing that, of course, every Saturday and Sunday as usual. But I'll be streaming before then on Wednesday with some Genshin gaming hard on Wednesday. You guys just don't acknowledge it, you know? But yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already, and have a great rest of your weekend, everyone.